that dance at, How? Dance for daddy.
Why do I always have to dance?
Dance harder.
He's
faster.
He's better at it.
Dance smarter. Welcome back to IDIOTSYNCRATIC. This is the show where we talk and you listen, and this is the only show that this ever happens in. Podcasts, what are those? Doesn't matter. IDIOTSYNCRATIC. That's why you're here today. You're here to see us, to see our faces, to hear our faces.
Enhance your life.
Hear our faces, yeah.
Yeah, enhance your lives.
I want my face to be heard.
And you're gonna hear all the faces on today's episode of IDIOTSYNCRATIC. This is big episode 19. My man's is 19. We're almost on 4 hands. We've almost made it there. Almost there.
Well, you're on 4 hands.
Robbie, this is my show. This is my show. If the math is wrong, it's my wrong math.
Okay, I was just trying to help out.
You shouldn't have given me mimosas, dude.
I just want to talk to you.
I get loud.
and
I get goofy, and I get handsome. All the shit you don't want.
First off, you're already handsome.
Bro science.
Thanks, buddy. That actually sounds a lot better than it has ever sounded.
I don't know what the hell is going on right now.
Is
okay.
it just that one soundbite?
Everything's different.
No, it's the computer.
Wow.
It's like every show. It's completely different, but all his settings are the same.
Oh, okay.
So who knows?
I save my settings
Exactly,
and then I upload. It's the exact same every time.
Time.
So welcome again to IDIOTSYNCRATIC.
Hey.
With us today. Well, first of all, it's me, Justyn. Your God, your main man, your main squeeze, your buddy, Gomez.
Did you say your God?
The host,
No Pants Gomez.
Sacrilege.
the host of IDIOTSYNCRATIC podcast with my man over there,
The other host.
little A-Sod, Alex Soto Sopa. Other host, co-host.
What's good?
Co-host with the
Were you
most.
dabbing?
I was mini dabbing and also
mini
regular
dab.
dabbing at the same time.
I love the mini dab.
It's a double.
Dabception.
So that's how you double dab.
Dabception.
A better movie than Inception for sure.
Welcome back, my man. For
Is
big
it-
episode 19.
Thanks, bro.
We're almost at 20.
It's good to be here.
It's been a long road. A long, winding road.
I know.
But we're almost there.
My feet are getting tired.
Your feet hurt.
Yeah.
That's why you're barefoot right now. Look at his toesies. And with us, we have Mr. Robert Wayne Clark IV, a.k.a. Robbie, a.k.a.
Ricky Robbie.
Ricky Robbie,
AKA I am Robbie Clark.
a.k.a. he is Robbie Clark. From the So Close to Greatness podcast from the Robbie Clark vlog series.
I am Robbie Clark.
I am Robbie Clark
it's all
vlog
under
series.
the same
Yeah.
umbrella.
From acting.
From acting.
You may know him
yeah.
from acting also.
You might know me. If
Yeah.
you've ever seen acting, you've probably seen me.
He's
It's
been
him.
in such titles as acting,
Acting 2.
Acting 2.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah.
Acting 3.
before
Acting 5. The Search for Acting 4.
Yeah.
It's
gone.
Acting 6 before the show started.
Yeah.
It's a prequel.
Yeah. These are real movies too. We're not kidding.
They're all real.
So let's
Check
go ahead.
the IMDb.
Let's go ahead and hop into these cute little baby teasers that we got.
All right,
going
little
on.
baby teaser.
For the interests of big episode 19. All right, so my interest is going to be talking about thinking you're hilarious. Did you guys have any other guesses on that? Because we did a shit job last time.
We've covered all the mediums that this could be. We've covered vlogging, podcasting, stand-up comedy. What I can't think of another, unless we're talking about like a news host or something.
There's
or,
at least 50 billion other
I know
mediums.
they're okay. Shut up. Also, I'm done.
Okay.
Because I've had mimosas too.
Mimosas.
It's about our Lord and President.
Kind of.
He thinks he's
A
funny.
little,
shit.
a little bit.
Damn.
A little bit.
Oh shit.
I got close.
I'll have to find it.
With my
but,
guess.
Kind of. It's
It's a stretch though.
it's kind of all encompassing.
What the?
What the hell? Where'd you get a beer from? It just came out of nowhere.
I had 2 other beers left in my fridge.
Look at that.
And
Dude.
I was gonna bring more for everybody, but you can't buy alcohol in Texas until noon on Sundays.
It's so stupid.
It is one of the worst
so
laws
stupid.
ever.
What is this, Utah?
Right? Are we just not allowed to drink? Are we not allowed to dance anymore? You
Oh
can't
my-
dance.
What do you
Yeah.
mean we can't sex
Hey,
anymore?
I don't give a fuck.
Look at that.
I don't give a fuck.
Take
at the
that,
dance.
Texas. Take
Look-
it.
Yes, exactly.
There it is right there.
With the pelvic thrust.
Yeah.
That was dancing, not
That-
sexual at all.
That's physical cavity juice. Is what that is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you're curious about what cavity juice is, go ahead and listen to
Go
the
ahead and stream that
audio-only
episode,
version.
Yeah, that's the version
That
to listen
episode,
to.
though.
This is the version to watch, of course.
This is the watching
Yeah.
with the
And guys,
camera and the monitor.
We thank you for coming to this version and watching us with your eyeballs. But if your eyes ever get tired and you just need to like rest them, go ahead and go download us on the iTunes iTunes, Stitcher, all that shit.
Like if you are staring at a screen for too long and your left eye starts to twitch, take a beat.
Yeah.
Download. Give your
Pick
your
it back
ear
up.
holes. Give your ear holes a rest and give your earballs a go.
Yes.
You
So
might be having a stroke also.
you can
so
you can
maybe
pick
see
the
someone.
episode up right where you left off and listen to the audio only version. If you're having a stroke, whichever side is stroking out, because one side kind of slumps down,
Stroke
put the
the other
podcast
side?
in that side.
Also, call 911. Save yourself.
Yeah, that's like step 3 though. You don't even have to worry about that. That's kind of optional. So your interest for today is mass produced to create rarity, which I'm gonna stick by my guess. It's about the diamond trade, the dirty, bloody diamond trade of Leonardo DiCaprio.
The blood diamond.
The blood diamond dirty trade.
No, I will tell you that whenever I'm on the show, if I'm ever on again, I will tell you if you're right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say no, you're wrong.
Son of a bitch! I'm so close. I know it.
You're just so close to greatness.
So close to greatness, just
You're
right there.
You're just shy of greatness.
One day we will be greatness.
and then we have to start over.
Yeah.
What you doing there, bud?
Prestige.
Worldwide.
Is it about assholes?
It's on the tip of my
Mass
tongue.
produced to create rarity. Is it about assholes?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
It's on the tip of your ass.
This is
You should
driving
get
me
those
nuts.
two together.
Just gotta pull them.
Okay, it's not Valerian steel.
Uh-huh.
It's not adamantium or vibranium.
Nope.
Antarctic variety or Wakandan variety.
I also said indie music nowadays. 'Cause
Indie music.
'cause
And I would honestly say that's a little closer than any of your other guesses.
So it's closer to greatness
Not even close to greatness
Yeah.
at this particular
Okay.
point, but it's closer
Okay.
than your other guesses.
I don't know why,
Gotcha.
but this is the first time ever that I really want to guess it.
I do too. That's why I keep
God.
going back to
You
it.
guys can. I mean, okay.
Thank God this is my episode to host, so I'm gonna keep us going on this as long as
Isn't
I can.
every episode your episode to host?
No, we switch.
alternate.
We alternate.
Do you really?
We do. We alternate every single episode.
And
That's- man,
historically,
this is-
historically, mine have been better.
This is democracy in action.
It is. That's how it works.
Nah, we're just
So the
bros.
the only reason that I do it
Also
is
great.
is because he does such a shit job at it. So I have to kind of offset the whole. No, you know what? You want to know why we do it? Why we
Yes.
alternate
Yes, I
episodes?
do.
Okay,
Yes, I
so
do.
I don't think we've ever mentioned it before, but the only reason we alternate episodes is because we hate hosting episodes. So it makes it easier on us. So whenever
Okay.
he hosts, I'm like, oh, thank God, I
So
can
only-
actually rest.
You
and
see
I'm
how
like,
half
chill-
the time you're super stressed.
You see
Yeah.
how chill I am right now?
Yeah, I do.
That's
do
because I
see
know
it.
that
because I'm hosting.
I don't have to keep us on track
Yeah.
or like
Don't
I don't
have
have
to
to
keep
worry
us
about
going.
anything.
Yeah.
No momentum.
It's the only reason we do it is because we hate doing it so
If
much.
anything, I try to throw us off track more
Yeah.
to try to like fuck with Justin.
All right, well,
I
moving
will-
on then. Let's
so
talk about
I would like to be on an episode you host. Then I want to see the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will be someday.
even episodes. He hosts even. I
Even?
I
Okay.
host odds.
Cool, cool,
Odds
cool.
is- yeah. So, and then your interest, what we're going to be talking about is vagina back,
Which I still just don't.
which
get.
are not
Vagina back.
which are not back fupas. We
It's not a
talked
back
about that.
fupa.
I really thought it was.
every day you learn something new, and now I know what a fupa is.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it.
Well, it's
I have to learn something better than that.
Yeah, it's an important piece of society and the human body. The fupa.
It's the fupa is not
fupa.
The p
I got it.
is important to society. The fupa itself is not.
No,
I got it.
fupa.
We're rewinding. Rewind.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, Mr. Robbie.
Yes, sir.
Whenever there was horses everywhere, right? This guy was a horse salesman, and he was like, if these horses were super rare, then I would be able to sell them for way more money. So I'm going to mass produce these cars that people will buy, and then it'll make these horses really rare, and then I can sell them for a lot of money because everybody will have cars instead.
Look at his face. That's it. You got it.
No.
Damn it.
No.
But it's a similar model, though, right?
I,
The model there.
Who's closer to greatness?
Yes and no. But
Shit.
God, with your indie music and your supply and demand,
I got it.
theory,
It's about indie horses.
What's it? I would
God damn
have
it!
preferred
I
if
don't
you
even need to
said
be on the show anymore.
a
You got
hipster
it.
horse.
We got it. We figured it out.
It's hipster horses.
It's hipster,
Hipster
horses.
horses.
My interest was hipster horses.
They don't have manes. They have stashes.
they have neck manes.
Neck manes.
That's crazy. And they have flannel
out.
saddles.
Yeah, we figured it out.
All right, well,
That's what happens when I host the episode.
okay.
We figure out what's going
then
on.
we're done here. What are we
Yeah,
doing
but it's bad.
for the rest of the show?
I know. And tell me what the hell a vagina bag is.
Yeah, what is a vagina bag?
I'm
Let's
going
fast
first
forward.
anyways.
Yeah, you're going first.
Yeah, you're going first.
Just
yeah.
kidding. I'm going first.
Oh,
That's a
what
switch.
the fuck?
It's like M. Night Shyamalan's
He's not
hosting this
predictable anymore.
episode.
That's never happened
That's
before.
never happened
ever.
He's not
We-
a predictable dick anymore.
We ain't never
Yeah.
did that ever.
You're
never
literally
done
ever.
did that.
He's literally M. Night Shyamalan.
That's me.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
So what I'm talking about today, boys of all races and colors,
And
gen-
girls.
and some women.
And non-binaries.
and non-binaries. Don't forget the non-binaries.
Zims and Zers. See,
Zims and Zers.
we're woke here.
The days. The
Actually, we're post-hard woke.
we're post. Yeah.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It's it's like your post hard woke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Okay. So for this episode, my interest again is thinking you're hilarious. It's a little interactive, and I'm gonna put all the photos up right here above Robert Wayne Clark
Here,
IV's
right?
head. Yeah,
Hey.
it's right
Okay.
there. Or actually, I might put it in this empty space.
This
right
empty
here.
spot, yeah,
I just
okay.
want
Might be
to point
weird.
out how douchey Justyn is with a laptop and an iPad in front of him.
Let me check my Apple Watch.
What are you,
real quick.
Tony Stark?
I think so. So what I'm talking about are bad memes,
Oh my god.
and you've all seen them.
should have been the first medium any of us guessed.
Everybody here has a Facebook
Yes.
Uh,
I'm gonna.
where
Oh,
bad
no.
where bad memes like to fester like a petri dish, like
Yeah, they
Philadelphia.
do. Yeah, they do.
Like
Yeah.
the Philadelphia
Yeah,
riots.
the people.
Especially because we're all friends with dumb people
Exactly.
and
Yes.
smart people.
Yes. So the bad memes that fester on the internet are like
The ones in
the
Spanish.
the people of Philadelphia are bad memes, basically. So I'm gonna put it that way.
Well, I would
hope you-
wager real quick when you say we're
Chicago.
all friends with dumb and smart people that it's the smarter people who make the worst memes because they're trying to be funny.
Oh, they're trying
yeah.
too hard.
So when you have a dumb person make a meme, it's just like, what is the base, the lowest that I can get? And that shit's funny.
It's always the minions. So we're gonna start off with
okay.
this first one right here.
Okay, show the camera.
It's right there.
It's up here.
Oh,
Somewhere over
I
here.
forgot.
One of
Can you
these
put
is-
it right here so I don't do this and in post production you put it up here and I look like an
Oh,
idiot?
Yeah,
Can
now-
you just make sure that it's
You shouldn't have said that.
What I do is I try to make everybody look as
It's-
good as possible,
it's-
and I don't like messing with people. Ever.
Hey, half the time if you say, "Can you take that out, please?" He leaves it in on purpose.
okay? It's up here
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put it on his face. So
Don't-
the common denominator for bad memes since 2009
Dude, you
when
can't even-
Despicable Me came out is the Minions, right? Am I right, boys? Or am I right?
Yeah.
So
Banana?
this one, see, it says it's got a minion with a confused face, and he says arguing with a woman, and woman is in all red
Yeah.
for some reason.
Because you have to know.
You have to know
what the
what-
joke is
yeah,
about.
exactly.
Because of periods.
Because of periods. That's exactly why.
Also that.
Arguing with a woman is like getting arrested. Everything you say can and will be used against you.
Ha!
That's pretty. Yeah, that's a meme.
You're clever.
That is a meme. And I got this off of Facebook, believe it or not. Somebody shared
I
this.
don't believe it. Facebook has subpar content.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I did not know
That's
that.
a crazy
Hey Justin,
thought.
can you do me a solid? And I'm sure we all know what a meme is,
Mhm.
but many of us don't actually know what it is.
Many much of us.
So go ahead and is there a definition for a meme?
What is it? It's shorthand for memetical, right? Which means
I'm not a meme historian. I don't know.
well, you get your historian hat on. I think it's short for memetical, and what memetical means is I think it's a commentary on current events in a term that everybody would understand. I think that's close to what the actual definition is. I'm not gonna look it up. We're wrong all the time. We might be
I'll look
wrong
it
again
up.
today. This is what I think it is. This is what's gonna say.
I'll look
All right,
it up.
so what's-
you can argue against me and Google
Yeah,
if you want to.
So what's a
Yeah,
GIF
well, F Google.
and what's a GIF?
Okay, so
And are they different?
don't ever call it a GIF again, Alex, because it's a GIF. It's a graphical image face. That's what it means.
And why is it spelled GIF?
Exactly. It's a GIF.
Why is it spelled GIF?
Gotcha, you bitch.
What the fuck?
So, yeah, historically, I wouldn't say
Mind
historically.
boggled.
Lately,
okay.
memes.
Yeah, I got. Okay.
Yeah, lately memes have been just a commentary on social norms, on certain things that are popular, pop culture, stuff like that.
Yep.
There have been a shit ton of memes that have popped up recently that are kind of universal. Like Dat Boy, You have like
Salt Bay.
Salt Bay. The latest one is Patrick from SpongeBob.
Yeah,
where he's looking down.
Malevolent Patrick. Yes,
Malevolent Patrick.
that one's fucking hilarious.
It's so good, yeah. But see, whenever there was one that I liked a lot that never really went anywhere, and it was Overlord Manatee. Did you see that one?
Never.
No. Okay, so it's like this. It's this girl at an aquarium, and the picture is taken from her point of view, so you can see her here, and there's a giant manatee like hovering above her. It's called Overlord Manatee. Yeah, so it's like flood the entire world, or something stupid.
Yeah.
But basically, memes are just commentary on pop culture. They're the vehicle for a lot of jokes, a lot of acerbic jokes too, like just real sharp, witty. If they're done correctly.
Also gross. Like, I mean, like, you can get.
Oh, I have the best one.
You can get like really gross in a meme, and it makes it that not as offensive as it would be as if it were just a guy talking to somebody, because it's a silly joke.
Yeah.
You understand that it's a joke, and you can't really get offended by it.
Yeah,
This might be gore in anime.
This is my yeah, exactly. This is my favorite of the latest gross ones.
Ugh.
And it's gonna be right here. It says, it says, imagine getting. Okay, so it's two pictures. It's two pictures of Michael Jackson. It's two pictures of Michael Jackson. Of course, they look terrible. So one of them is like his mouth is open and he's kind of looking up, and it says, imagine getting jumped by gay dudes, and you hear open his ass, and the next photo is him just like eyes wide open. It's gonna be right here. You'll see it. Yeah, you'll see it.
And the worst part of that though is like I'm literally imagining. So you're being held down, and then there's one guy on one side of you with both of his hands on one ass cheek.
Yep.
And then there's another guy on the other side of you.
Pulling it open. They're like prying you open. It's like when the elevator door
Open his ass
closes
up.
and the people in there have to work together to.
And then-
Shit. Shit.
And then the guy with his dick out is climbing a small staircase to like a platform that you would see in the circus.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, he's got a giant boner, and they're spreading your asshole. And who knows what comes
But
next.
he was the one like from far away, like down below where they are, and he goes, open his ass up. And they're like, all right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
That's-
That's exactly
No,
how it
not like
happened.
this. Like,
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, there has to be three goons, one getting in, the other two with a cheek, right? That's how you
Because
imagine it.
I mean, I would imagine if you're jumping somebody, you're almost kind of doing it on the fly, so you probably didn't prepare and bring lube. So if you're going in dry, you want people to help spread the ass
yeah, and
as
they both
far
need
as you
to
can to reduce the friction caused by going in dry.
Yeah.
and from the
Brought
altitude,
to you by Cavity Juice.
the friction, the friction of the altitude as well.
The friction of the altitude and the cavity juice.
And
God.
the science behind it.
Here's the next.
Cavity juice. Reach out to us. Pay me money.
Here's the next Facebook meme. It is another minion with
Jesus.
a Mickey Mouse ears on, and it says, "We are all mature until somebody brings out some bubble wrap."
No, the Mickey Mouse thing, it doesn't
add to the conversation.
To it. It almost kind of takes away from it.
Exactly.
I understand that, we're all mature until we act like a kid again, and Disney is the happiest place on earth, but they don't work together.
But he's painting himself too. Is that the mark of immaturity to
It's
paint yourself?
almost
No, you know what that's
racist
the mark of?
blackface.
Yeah.
That's blackface.
Probably racist.
This is
There you
gonna
go.
be it's
Probably
gonna be pretty
racist.
racist. Yeah,
Dang, that sounds dope right
it
Like-
now.
sounds
dude.
really good.
In
Where's my racist button?
I'll never find it.
I don't think you're looking.
it's just it doesn't add to it. It probably unwittingly takes away from itself.
Yeah.
Because whoever made that thought that, oh yeah, you're gonna be a kid again. But if it doesn't mention Disney or Mickey,
So I think what they're doing is they're like, hey, the minions, they're pretty cute and they're pretty
Hey.
popular. So they just like
To say
toss-
anything.
Yeah, just toss a
Minions-
minion on there. And
minions are cute and they are popular, but that doesn't work.
So what would you guys rate this one? What's your rating for?
Are we
this one?
doing 0 to 10?
What do you think we should do? 'Cause I was personally like maybe 3 to 64 or something like that.
I was actually gonna give it 5 guys holding the ass open.
Okay, 5 guys holding the ass open. Out of how many guys? holding
If 5 is the bare minimum, like, I mean, they just
Okay.
want this dude to get in.
Okay,
I'm
gotcha,
having
yeah.
a hard time visualizing it.
Yeah.
You
got it
if
now?
you want to like loop up and
Oh my god, that's so vulgar looking.
sorry,
Ew.
sorry.
Ew.
I don't get to do this on my own show.
Yeah.
You
Ow, my
understand.
eye.
Welcome to the explicit show. We're very explicit.
Thank
here.
Jesus.
Alex, how many dudes holding the ass open would you give this?
Guys, dudes holding the ass open. Shit. Maybe like, wait, you gave it 5?
I gave it 5 guys holding the ass
I'm
open.
thinking more is worse. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Well,
give
no,
it,
I would say 5
What a
is.
good way to
I'm
do
gonna give it
this.
6.
I thought 5 was just like you really
5 out of
want this
5?
dude to get.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying 5 out of 5.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
then I agree.
You can give
I
it
agree
6 out of 5
So,
though if
5 out
there's
of
some
5.
dude who just jumps in and joins from the shadows.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit.
You'd probably make
Like
a good.
Philadelphia back in 1981.
You'd make a good DM. I feel like.
like Philadelphia now.
Or Philadelphia now, the
Yeah.
smoldering crater that once was.
Okay, so
Okay, how about this? I say 3 guys,
Okay.
but they all know jujitsu.
holding the ass open.
Yep.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's even worse.
That's really tough.
No,
I'd
exact-
say 5 guys at the end of This Is the End.
Yeah. Okay. All right. There
That's
we go.
what I would
Is
say.
that Danny McBride's crew or
Yeah.
like the Cannibals? Okay. All right. Let's move
Does
on
it compel me?
Let's move
Is
on
it
to the
another
next one.
minion?
It's another minion.
God
Would you look
damn
at
it.
that? And again, I searched high and low for all the bad memes I could possibly find, and lo and behold, 99% of them have minions
You
on
just
them.
Google images, bad memes, and
I
it
just
was
typed in minion memes, and I just went. So it says Saturday is here, and guess what I'm doing today? That's right. Period. I get to clean my house and wash clothes. Period. Please do not be jealous of me. And the minion looks.
It's not,
Not
clever
impressed.
or funny.
Okay. This is just.
Commentary.
No, this is like the epitome of what
It's not
Facebook
clever
has.
or funny.
This is similar to.
Shit.
I'm looking for. I'm choosing to not Google this.
Uh-huh.
I'm choosing to not do research.
Yeah.
I need recommendations for a cheap plumber in Mansfield. And space, go. Like, how important are you that you think people are just going to drop what they're doing and say,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I know this plumber," like right up.
This reminds
so
me of the
now
Tom
you have this
Segura.
person
Mm-hmm.
who's sitting here saying, "Oh yeah, you're all going out and having fun on Saturday. I'm being responsible and cleaning my house and washing and doing laundry and not spending money at a bar."
Mm-hmm.
Don't be jealous. Like clearly no one's going to be jealous of you. You don't have to say that.
Why would anybody want to do the dishes?
Right. That's just what you do as an adult. This is
Mm-hmm.
this is me being an adult
You're
and
just
not
lazy.
trying to hang on to my early 20s.
But here's the funniest part about it is that it's not funny. Also, the most clever thing about it is that it's not clever.
Also, the cleverest thing about it is that it's that right exclamation point and period.
Yeah, and the period.
Like that's just
That's
they
right.
see they know exactly what they're doing right there,
yeah.
and it's
That's
not
right.
working.
That's right. And you gotta like cut off the right, like right before the end of it, right?
Yeah.
Like that's right.
Hashtag adulting.
Yeah. So
That is.
how many dudes holding the ass open would you give this one?
Oh, I kind of want to give it 6 out of 5.
6 out of 5.
That hurts my eyes.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's really
it's also
bad.
it's too wordy for a meme.
Yeah,
You know, memes are like
It's
a
definitely,
sentence or a joke at least.
it is It's not a meme. I think it's safe to say that this is not a meme.
No,
You
it's
know,
not.
by all intents and purposes, it's just a picture with words.
Yeah.
It's a picture of a minion
Yeah.
with words, right?
And
Yeah,
like,
you're
I
just
mean,
saying
again,
stuff.
I think the minion is cute, but it's not a meme and it's not funny. All that is somebody trying to prove a point.
Also,
Just because he's making a face.
also notice how pixelated it is.
Yeah,
They are always
It-
this pixelated.
It was a bad.
Yeah.
It was a
They're
bad
all
blow up.
they
of a
always look
minion.
terrible.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, Alex, what would you give this one? How many dudes holding
Dude's
the ass
holding the
open?
ass open.
Oh well, I actually didn't want to promote rape culture anymore, so I'm
in
gonna
a
be.
span of
I'm
2
gonna
minutes.
be. I'm
Well
gonna be
done.
the white knight, and I'm gonna give it 4 asses shitting themselves to not get raped.
All right, some Sergio Ramos.
Sergio Ramos.
Yeah,
that
good
was
job.
Is that
well
his name?
done.
Yeah.
That was
I forgot.
good retention.
I know.
There
I
we
forgot
go.
until you
There
said
we
it.
That
go.
was good retention.
There we go.
I was gonna say like
I do
I already
re-
closed the
So
window.
four,
Well, I
four
do retent.
asses shitting themselves to not get raped. Out of how many asses shitting themselves?
Oh, okay, so that's like Jeepers Creepers defense. You know, if Jeepers Creepers sees you and he, you know, because he smells your fear, which means he knows which organs he wants to take from you, you just shit yourself. So that's all he smells is poop.
Yeah, straight up.
So he takes the lower intestine.
Yeah, but it's still bad because you
That's
still
a
have
good
shit. in
shit. That's a good shit.
it. You still have shit ass now.
Yeah.
You produce a fine product.
All right, next one.
Out of 5, I guess. I don't know.
This one is actually
Okay.
not. This one's not Minions, surprisingly. It's Boo from Monsters Inc. It's by the way, this is always persistent.
God,
Usually,
I fucking hate that shit.
tag them. Cry, laugh face. Cry, laugh face. Cry, laugh face. And it's Boo, and she's screaming in one panel, and the next panel she's just angry, and then
You have the LOL face.
yeah, the actual
one of the
LOL
original
face.
memes.
Yeah, and it says when short girls get angry, it looks like this. crying, laughing face, and he's pointing up.
The tag them.
Okay.
Like I get that.
Dumb people are like, I have a short friend who's a girl.
Hey, I know someone.
And if I tag her, she'll laugh.
Yeah.
All that does though is
Maybe I
encourage
could
people to
fuck her.
share shit. So it's not really about the meme at this point. And we can all agree, I think the three of us here, that memes are a form of art if they're done well. All
Yes.
this is spreading bullshit, but knowing that it's terrible
And other
having
shits
a
from
point
other animals.
that's relatable, and saying share it and tag them, so I get more views.
I also don't like that they're telling me to laugh at it. It's
Right.
like a laugh track. You know, I don't need to know I don't need you to tell me when something's funny.
Right.
Just let me laugh at it on my own. So
Right.
am I going tag them? Ha 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 ha. And then I'm reading this and I go, when short girls get angry, it looks like this. Ah ha 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 ha. But after I've already looked at the photos, or do I have to read this first? It's just too much work.
They're just a happy person.
What would you guys rate this?
Oh God, I 53 out of 54 severed human hands.
Okay, all right. That's a lot of severed human hands. That's pretty bad.
I
That's
think
really
it's,
bad.
I hate
That's
this
really
shit.
bad.
I
Yeah,
love the
it's
callback.
really bad.
I love the callback.
It's a good
but
callback. Listen to
also,
the audio only version to know what that means.
Video watchers, go listen to the audio if you want to
You want to
understand
know what
that
that
callback.
means? Yeah.
If you FOMO is real, so if you don't
Or
want to be
just
let-
read a Russian newspaper.
If you don't wanna be left
listen
out.
to the episode instead.
Yeah. So are you doing shitty human asses again for the rating system? or how you
I
doing
think
this?
I like the severed human hands.
Okay. How many severed human hands would you give this?
I'm gonna give it all 54.
All 54.
Because
All right.
it's not clever. There's literally nothing to it, and they did that shitty fucking like you said, the like the share mongering, like the
Yeah.
It's the social media whoring. You know what I'm saying?
It's begging for attention is what it is, and that the emojis right there. It's like the applause button on a talk show.
Oh,
set.
yeah.
It's
You know?
the user equivalent of clickbait.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
I agree.
My
completely.
man, I'm proud of you guys.
I'll give it 53 out of 54.
53 out of 54 severed human hands. 54 out of 54.
Big 54 out
Big
of 54.
Yeah.
Here's another one. This is, and this is also super egregious on Facebook when people just take screenshots of their screen, whatever app it is that they see this
Yeah.
on. So this is an Instagram screenshot shared on Facebook, and it says a baby is never a surprise or a mistake. ... You had unprotected sex. Period. What were you expecting? ? An effing toaster ? With a hideous baby. That's an
It's
ugly
like
baby.
Jack from The Incredibles was
It looks
remodeled.
like Jack from The Incredibles and Jason Voorhees had a baby. That's what it looks like,
Oh God. Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
I'm pretty right on that. Yeah. So,
Ew.
also, yeah, it's a baby, but is there any sort of contextual significance besides the fact that it's a baby and they're talking about babies?
Here's part 3 of what I hate. Okay, well, no, to answer your question, no, there isn't. It's just an ugly baby.
Yep.
Which I guess makes their point that, okay, whatever. Why do they feel that if it takes you like so many characters to make a clever point on a freaking what's supposed to be a poster, like you're doing it wrong.
Yep.
Like fucking people write a whole book and then cover the entire image with just straight text over their face or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like how many sentences is that? It's like they're trying to make a 2-sentence horror story with like a fucking paragraph.
Yeah. 2-sentence horrible memes.
That's 4 sentences. Basically.
4-sentence horrible memes.
But the first one has 2 periods, so you might think that like they're trying to do the ellipses, but not quite. So they want to tell you to take a pause before you read "you had unprotected sex."
Okay.
So they're
Okay,
trying to
and
be
And
clever.
they're trying to be clever and trying to
With
mold
grammar.
it.
But would you say the same applies for the double question mark?
No, I would say that's
It leaves you more
implying
hanging.
it's supposed to be the punchline, because what were you? It's like Rodney Dangerfield.
Mm-hmm.
Take my wife, please. You know, you have that pop at the end. So
Oh.
what were you expecting? A fucking toaster? Like that's supposed to be like.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm funny.
This
Yeah,
guy's
you
crazy.
get it because it's not a baby.
Right.
He's out there.
What I don't like about this is the same. Have you seen that meme floating around? It's like dating me is like dating a Sour Patch Kid. You see that once, and then everybody thinks it's so funny. They post it to their own pages.
Everyone-
I already
So they
seen
think
it.
This is me. This is me.
Yeah, so it's like this is so me. So what this is something that I've seen as just black text on a white background. But now someone thought that's so clever, I can make it better. They've put it over a picture, and now they're selling it as their own. It's like knockoff Gucci, knockoff Louis Vuitton, but it's never that great a product to begin with.
That also flows right into another thing that I hate
Knockoff Yeezys.
about these shitty ass stupid memes is people putting their site on there.
Yeah.
Their site,
credit.
their hashtag, their at, you know.
Yeah.
So
At Shut the Duck Up.
shut the duck
right
up.
there.
So
Shut the Duck Up.
one of the cornerstones of memery and memology is
Idiot
that
Army. Go
Get
to
him.
Shut the Duck Up and comment
one of the cornerstones
how shitty he is and how much he
of
sucks.
memery is that you are creating joy and hilarity and cleverness for the masses. You're not looking for credit
And glory.
and glory, yeah. Because if you do that, then you are not a meme.
You're not doing it for the right reasons.
You're not doing it for the right reasons.
Mm.
You're a shitty titty baby,
Yeah.
and you
You're-
don't know.
You're a shitty
meme-
titty.
you don't know
Memes
why
are
you-
sure.
Memes are supposed to be altruistically food for everyone's pleasure.
Yep.
Like it's supposed to maybe make something like a comment about daily life that you, in a way that you might not have thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
You-
it's
you
but it's
glan-
honest and it's real.
You glance at it, you connect with it, you laugh. That's the equation.
This
if
is-
you got to read a fucking paragraph and you look at an ugly baby face and like all that bullshit, it's too much.
This is somebody trying to
Baby Voorhees.
make a point. And that's not what memes do. You're not supposed to, not everybody has to be right all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So just make a meme to be silly.
Yeah.
Don't do that, basically, is how
Yeah.
I'm going to finish that thought.
So what would you hose rate Baby Voorhees?
You go first, ho number one.
I don't even want to rate him. Unrated.
Is it that bad? Oh,
I don't want to take that much
unrated.
time out of my day.
See,
Unrated.
Unrated.
I think that's
pretty bad.
I'm not gonna take time out of my day
I'm
to rate this shit.
gonna unrate it too. I think
Unrated.
I think it's crap.
All right, so
I
this-
think it's a crap meme.
So would you
It
say
doesn't
this
even
is
deserve
this
to
is the worst yet? The worst
I
yet.
think this meme can shut the duck up.
Okay. All right. There we go. That's a way to bring it back. I think I have. Oh, here's another meme for you guys.
Uh-oh.
And notice that I use meme loosely.
I'm just
We
waiting
have
for you
this
to drop
entire
your iPad.
conversation.
It says, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" And this guy is in a straitjacket.
Unrated.
Yeah.
Just from the.
And also, it's by
He has a
Crazy
tramp
One.
stamp.
Yeah.
Crazy One, tramp
Crazy One,
stamp.
yeah.
See?
These are the
It's on
same
his- it's
people
on his
that
face
wear
this
shirts
time.
that say "Don't mess with a Virgo who listens to country music."
Oh.
This is the exact same thing.
Oh man.
that is that
I
T-shirt.
want one of those shirts so bad.
Because you're not cool. You're like, I was gonna mess with you, and then I read your shirt and I realized just how fucking hard
this
you
guy's
are.
a Virgo and he listens to Gavin McGraw. I should probably
Yeah, I
not
should
mess
really
with-
not
stay
fuck
away
with
from
this dude.
He
or
drives
this
a Dodge.
chick.
He drives a Dodge Ram 1500 and
Yeah,
uses
this
Gary Coleman
is-
grills.
It's 2018's Affliction shirt.
Yes, it is 100%.
I'm on fire with analogies today.
They're just unrated
Metaphors.
from the get.
Analogies.
Like, I'm not even
Unrated,
gonna
alright.
ask you to ask me to rate
There you
it.
go,
It's
okay.
just it's unrated.
My man Ho, what do you think? Unrated too?
No, you know what? I think we're there's too much agreement here, so it's probably boring for the listeners. So I'm gonna take.
Not if it's a good
I'm
point.
I'm gonna take the devil's advocate.
Don't do that.
I
Don't
love
be that
Devil's
guy.
Advocate.
I think it's fantastic.
Okay, why is it fantastic?
Here's why.
Let's hear it.
It really outlines what a lot of people are feeling.
That's
Okay.
such a bullshit
Yeah,
answer.
because
Yeah.
so many people they go through their day
At the base
they
level
go-
of what a meme is, it does do that.
Nope. Yeah, it's a meme. People glance at it. They relate to it. They're
this
like
is so me.
Yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, and here's why. You know, a lot of times people say if you want to be successful, you should set goals. Setting goals. Where do you see yourself? You know that's kind of a key to success. And for a lot of people, a lot of the population, they don't have their shit together like that to where they can just look ahead and say, where do I think I'll be in 5 years? And they don't know where they'll be in 30 days even.
Mhm.
You know, some people's lives aren't that cut and dry and they don't have their shit together. So for some people, daily life makes them a little crazy.
Just because you started this whole thing by playing the devil's avocado, I'm calling bullshit. If you had said that,
Probably racist.
You might be racist.
I might
Are you
be.
racist
You
against
never
him?
know.
Because I'm Mexican.
Where's my
Call me
racist
avocado.
That's exactly what happened just now. You made
Wait,
him cry.
see, that's no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be that guy.
Also, so for this new fresh meme I'm about to give you guys,
Let's see it.
it's done so poorly that part of it is cut off.
Oh no.
Yeah. So this is from the same Facebook page because it is a gold mine of itty titty shitty bitties. On the top, it says about my page. It's got a skull shushing you. He's telling you to be quiet, and it says there will be shit you don't like. I'm going to post it anyway.
Oh, because you're such a badass.
This guy's
I like
a badass. He's a badass. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
I like it.
It's got a skull. He's shushing
Okay.
you.
Devil's avocado. Go for it.
There's a cuss word in it, which is it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's like Arby's.
That's cool.
Yeah, cuss
'cause
words are
people
hip.
People
Arby's
don't
is pretty
cuss
cool.
anymore unless
Arby's is pretty cool.
Arby's is pretty
Arby's pretty cool.
Satan's pretty cool.
Shit's pretty cool.
Arby's
Yeah.
is pretty, Jesus.
See, here's why. It's obviously an original image that he maybe drafted up himself using only a pencil.
He
Black and-
definitely did not steal this image.
He may.
Absolutely
He's
not.
probably a tattoo artist who his expertise is black and gray.
Oh, okay. Well,
Little bit-
from the last
There's
one, that's
a little,
fine.
There's a little bit of green. Don't forget that.
Now, there's also red where he
Yeah.
put his name again
You're right. You're right.
and
Oh,
circled it so you wouldn't miss it because
Dude.
he thinks you're that stupid.
and he has a logo now too. It's a skeleton flicking you off with both fingers.
See that's his logo that he put on his own drawing,
Uh-huh.
and then the other thing
But
is
he-
him taking credit for his masterpiece.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
You know, see, I can't post a video with another artist's music
Right.
without getting flagged by Facebook, even though I'm not taking credit for
Exactly.
it. I'm saying that music provided by whoever. This guy can take somebody else's picture.
No, it's his picture.
It's not his picture.
It says crazy one right there.
I guarantee you, it's not his picture.
Robbie, his logo is on the
Right,
picture.
because you can't
it's
just
the same
cut and
art
paste
style.
images at
it's
all.
the same art style too.
Wait, hold on. Can you do that?
You can do that.
Holy
It's
shit.
crazy.
This guy might be a phony.
Remember
fake
while
news.
when you're putting stuff up here, you're
Fake
cutting
news.
and pasting pictures and putting them on the video.
No,
Robbie,
he's-
I
he's
draw
not.
each individual
He draws
one.
You
them.
draw each
On the wall.
they just look exactly like
Exactly
the things.
100% like that. I'm just that good at what I do.
you're just that. You're okay. Look at everybody. We got a badass over here.
Yeah,
You're
don't.
damn right. I'm crazy one. This is my page. How'd you know?
Do you remember? Look out, everybody! We got a badass over here. It's the character from The Office
Mm-hmm.
in sketch form, and the caption is "Look out, everybody! We have a badass over
Which
here."
character is it?
What's his name? Carl?
Carl. What?
Curl.
Carl?
Okay, I can't remember.
Is it a guy?
Is
Yeah.
it Coral?
Dwight?
No, it's not Dwight.
Jim?
No,
Stanley?
Yes.
Stacy.
I think it's Stanley.
The black guy?
Yes.
Okay, Stanley.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wait, hold on. Sorry.
Let me first.
Where's my racist button? That's racist. You guys are ridiculous. So memes used to be like almost a response to. Memes used to be a response to something. You used to have to actually put thought into when you would use a meme. A carefully placed meme could win the internet for the day.
That is the loudest. That song.
I like monologuing though. Can you follow me around all the time with
What is-
that?
I was trying to turn it down in real time, but it
What
wouldn't
is
let me.
happening with this computer? That's the
don't know.
loudest that has ever been. That's
It has a
amazing.
mind of its own.
Robbie, were you talking or something?
I wasn't. Did it look like I was talking? I was just mouthing words
Oh,
into
okay.
the microphone.
Okay, how many open asses would
Open
you?
ass.
Yeah.
Are we back to asses? Shut up.
I'm trying to make it quieter. Okay.
Throwing me off, man.
All right. How many open asses?
You know what? You're
hands
the
or whatever.
contrarian, so you go first.
I'm not a contrarian. I'm just.
No, you're not a contrarian if you have to go first.
He's just a crazy one.
No, I'm not a contrarian. I'm just arguing with what you have to say.
Devil's avocado.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Devil's.
Probably racist.
Damn it! I'm so sorry.
So, let me see. With the original artwork, the clever, I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10 BJs.
All right. Oh, that's really
so
good though.
That's
So
really
10
good,
BJs
right?
is the best BJ you've ever had in your life.
The 10 BJs
Just
in a
in
row.
general, I think. Is,
10 BJs in a
yeah.
row.
No, that sounds horrible.
I think
I'd probably just want to sleep
what is your
Yeah, right.
definition of in a row though?
in a row. Oh,
Like
maybe every
one
day,
a day.
like one a day. Okay, yeah.
so
we'll go
10
with that.
days of BJs.
Yeah, yeah.
The only
On
thing better
10th
than
day
perfect.
of BJs, my true love gave to me. My
another
10th
BJ. Yeah.
BJ.
The only thing better than
Hopefully
9
some
BJs
brand new balls
in a row is 10 BJs.
because
So
these are empty.
that's pretty good. Are you?
I'm gonna give it blue balls.
blue balls?
Whoa, blue balls.
I think that's the shit like that is unnecessarily confrontational.
Okay.
And like if it like really it's when people say, like I said earlier today in the audio only versions, like you can at me, unfriend me, like whatever. I don't
Yeah.
like I say that shit ironically.
If you want to follow him, it's at crazy one on Facebook.
and tell him how much of a piece of shit he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I mean, no.
got you.
He got you.
Got you good, you fucker. I think it's all it is trying to seem hard and seem like you don't give a fuck when the only people that post that give the most fucks.
Hey,
That's the point that
I'm gonna give you one of these, dude.
Not an idiot.
Good job.
Yeah. So all joking aside,
All avocados aside.
All avocados.
that was
Where's my razor?
yeah.
Hey, you got another one.
I'm glad you said
Shit.
that. I'm glad you said that because I personally have always hated something that I couldn't put my finger on. And thank you very much for outlining exactly what it is. But as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, it's got that thing about it
That you don't like.
that I don't
Yeah,
like.
right.
And it's exactly that. What it is you're obviously selling yourself, but you're acting in such a way that you don't care about it. So it's like, I don't care if you follow me, but if you want to.
But you put his name on it twice.
Yeah,
This
so
is-
it's like if I don't care about shit, then like I just don't do. I
You-
don't
you
care.
actually don't care about
I don't read it.
This
I don't
is-
listen to it.
This is the guy who is balls deep in another man, screaming at the top of the mountain.
I don't
Gays are the devil.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what this
exactly.
is.
Yeah,
It's
What are
like
you, queer or something?
the last episode on my show was the dude who made his own guitars. And he does it just
Great
to do
guitars,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does it just to do it. He doesn't do it for fame, recognition, glory, anything like that.
He does it for the love.
Right, he does
Yeah.
it because he loves to do it. People like this that say, here's my name twice, here's one circled because I think you're too stupid to miss the first one. Here's me saying, fuck you, when really I'm insecure as shit.
and here's my card.
And by the way, here's my personal phone number. If
He's
you
also
wanna-
saying "f you" 3 times because he's got. Wait, I'm sorry. No, it's twice. Sorry, he's got the 2 middle fingers here. I wonder if that finger that the skeleton is putting inside of his mouth is a middle finger. Also, that would be a 3-fer right there.
That would be a 3
Yeah.
for it.
Okay.
It looks like an index though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another point I was gonna say against it before or okay, my real thought process, even though I was being devil's avocado for a second, was
Can you say it yourself?
Where's my
And,
racist button?
thank you.
No, I can say it because
It's
I'm
sti-
Mexican.
no, it's still racist though.
No, because I just like I'm on a high fat diet and avocados
Yeah, but
have a
that's
lot of
good
healthy.
fat.
Yeah, it has a lot of good fats.
A lot of good
so
fat.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Good
that's
fat.
why,
especially
I
the
need it.
shell.
Ryan Reynolds would have a half a slice of avocado.
He looks
Or a
like
half an avocado every morning when he was training for Blade Trinity.
he
Justin
looks
can
like
eat an avocado like an apple.
dude. I love avocado.
Do you really?
It's my favorite food of all time.
Really?
Love it. Yeah,
God,
I'll eat it by
I hate
itself.
it.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Fucking cannot
Well,
stand avocados.
I love it too.
My racist
Now we know why you
That's-
keep saying it.
That's not
Now we
right.
know why you
That's
keep
a
saying it.
personal
We figured it
preference.
button.
Yeah.
Shit. I love you guys so much.
I'm busting out every single soundbite because
This might be the most
he's
we've
never
ever done this.
experienced
Yeah.
it.
I never have.
I think we're using them a lot because
Yeah.
it's like I like seeing your reaction to
Most
them.
we've ever done.
I have good reactions to stuff.
Yeah, you're a
feel.
good reactor.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you. It's because I've been in acting 7, the prequel to acting 6.
wait, I'm
which
gonna
was also
give you.
a
I'm gonna
prequel.
give you a new idea I just had that has never been done before, and you can take it and run with it.
Please.
You should watch viral videos and record yourself reacting to those viral videos.
Yeah. Okay.
Success and
Yeah.
success ensues.
All right, you
And
ready?
success
Are you ready
ensues.
for the final bad meme?
Here's the joke to all of this though. Before I'm ready for the final meme. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
Please, let me caress you. Are we okay?
I think so.
The joke is on us because we're talking about that guy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that like these memes could be so shitty, but someone
It's
could
the
watch this
Martha Stewart
video
effect.
and think, "Oh, I'm going to go to Crazy One's site or Crazy One's Facebook page.
Hey,
Holy
don't-
shit, these memes are amazing."
We're gonna make him famous like we made Quicksand Graves
Quicksand
famous.
Graves. Who else?
Yeah.
Rick and Morty.
We made Rick and Morty.
you
as
guys
big as
made
it
Rick
is.
and Morty famous.
Yeah, dude.
I
we
feel.
did that.
Check it out. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Rick. See?
Hey, and also with the McDonald's thing, we announced about the Szechuan sauce, and then that's why there was riots.
Yeah.
I you know what? I remember seeing a news interview, and the guy in front of the camera said, "And it's all because of the Idiosyncratic podcast." You guys, not famous, you're infamous.
Well,
I mean, do the facts lie?
some would say that it's just two sides of the same coin,
Some would say that.
and I would agree with some.
If there's ever been a half-ass agreement ever in the world,
Yup.
that was it. You're so pleased with yourself,
Dude, these
Look at you, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now, these mimosas are amazing.
You should have me on more often.
Yeah.
I'll bring
No.
a third bottle next time so we don't run out, and
Yeah.
I'm the only
You,
one
you
drinking.
know how I
Cracking
know
up
I'm a
in the Miller.
douchebag?
How?
Okay.
You cleared your throat into the mic.
Yeah. That's,
That and what else?
Stop making me laugh. Oh god. Edit this out.
No. Stay in
Cavity juice.
This is how I know I'm a douchebag because I always hear people talk about how they hate hearing themselves on recording.
Uh-huh.
And when I listen back to our episodes, I make myself laugh because I forgot the shit that I said.
Oh my god, I do that too.
I do that
yeah?
too.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So we're all douchebags.
I never wanted to say it on the air, but I find myself hilarious.
So we're the 3 douchebags that
anybody
anyone
could
could have.
have.
We're the 3 and I'm ready for the next meme.
All right, ready for the last meme,
Thank
my
you.
manses?
Yeah, dude.
Cha.
This also comes to us from the crazy one, but notice
No skulls.
it's a pretty good soundbite. Notice
That's a great soundbite.
no logo and or sound bites. It's just a white text on a black background. I'm gonna make it move around like that too.
So it's not
It
even
says,
a meme.
"What I lack in social skills, I make up for in hiding from people skills."
Oh, pass. Unrated. Just
It's the closest thing I have to a laugh.
just
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean you could actually laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'll give it that.
That's fitting because you see shit like this and you think to yourself, this
That's
is
half
again,
right.
this is some dude trying to be an introvert or some dude
Yeah.
trying to
And he's like, look
seem
at me.
like he has a problem.
Look at how much I hate people.
Right. Look at how much I
He's like,
look at
"Hey,
how much I
people."
don't want to go out and fulfill the plans I made with my friends, but also listen to me bitch about how nobody calls me.
Yeah.
That's what that says.
Also,
to me.
I run a Facebook page where I want people to share my stuff.
where I will cash in on the latest social trend
Yeah.
and make a meme
Yeah,
about it.
And he's not doing a good job hiding from me because he's right there.
Yeah,
there he is, right there, yeah.
This is a quest for page likes that talks about hiding from people.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
So
is that ironic? Would that go in 2018?
it is
ironic rewrite by
absolutely
Annalena Morissette?
ironic.
I
It is
have
absolutely.
I have one more analogy.
Okay.
It's the equivalent. Actually, all of these are the equivalent of fitness. Okay, female fitness Instagram accounts
Mhm.
that are
Get
just
my sexist button ready.
nothing but asses, like their ass in a thong. The whole thing.
Not an idiot.
Good job, my man.
No,
Yeah.
but
I would, yeah.
but every post is talking about woman empowerment
Mhm.
and stuff.
But look at my borderline bare ass.
Check
Yeah.
out check this ass out.
Yeah, they're talking about how woke they are,
Uh-huh. Post hard
But-
woke, yeah.
but they're obviously making a huge grab for guys to like
To grab for their ass.
their ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's basically everything that you see anywhere is that like I want to make a point about something, but I'm going to give you what you want to see in order for you to listen.
But give me your money.
Right.
But also don't forget to give me your money. So what would you okay, so you gave it an unrated.
I gave it an unrated.
The
It's just
moment you saw it, by the way.
I'm tired of this
You
shit.
didn't even hear me read it. You just the moment you
It's
laid
because you know
your
why?
eyes on this.
I've seen that same sort of phrase,
Uh-huh.
similar phrase, at least 20
Yeah.
times. So I can look at
so
social
you
skills
immediately knew,
hiding
yeah,
people
Yeah.
Information
and
blocking.
know exactly what it is.
Okay.
Because it's everywhere.
Okay.
So unrated because it's not original and all it is cashing in on the latest social craze, for lack of a better word.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Thank you. I get that being an introvert is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
We all deal with that from time to time. There are people who are more introverted than other people. I get that it's a thing. All this is pandering.
Mhm.
And pandering is what makes a bad movie. It makes a bad album. It makes a bad TV show.
You're right. He's probably from Panama. Alex,
Panama.
what would you? Shit. Oh, sorry. I turned your shit down.
What the fuck? You're a dick.
You turned your shit down.
There you go. Sorry.
You're a rude dude, and quite frankly,
First time I played that ever. Alex,
well, sorry. Yeah.
what would you rate this classy ass shit right here?
Let's see.
Classy as shit.
They've completely forgot an image.
Mhm. Yeah.
Too much text.
Too much text, yeah.
Not really making a point.
Too much big of a text.
Right.
Yeah.
Text is quite large.
Yep. Too much big of a text.
Panamanian pandering.
We are the Pandamaniacs.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it 5 raped buttholes.
Oh, you came back to it.
Yep, not even.
That's a
You
good.
came-
That's a good full circle.
Not
That's
even
a good.
Not
Yeah.
even pulled apart.
Yeah.
Not even pulled
That's
apart.
a good full circle.
I'm talking post already got jacked.
That's a
Oh
good
my
full
God.
brown circle.
That's
Okay.
how bad that is.
All right. That's pretty
That's
bad.
pretty bad.
All right.
That's just one of the worst, man.
There's no dudes holding it open because
Nope.
they already held it open.
Yeah.
And it
so it's
is-
just loose. Now.
Actually, nobody.
post-raped.
Not only that, but
it's
nobody.
an inverted windsock.
nobody
it's just
wants to
already there.
be
which we
near
don't
it
approve
anymore.
of on
Yeah.
the Idiotsocratic podcast,
Sorry.
by the way.
Justin, you're the host. Talk.
Sorry.
please.
Go
We
ahead.
don't like rape.
No,
There it
absolutely.
is.
We don't like
that's
it. We
that's our
don't approve
caption. Yeah. So not only that, but like the guys the dudes that were there holding the ass open,
Yeah.
they don't even want to be there anymore because of the damage that was done.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
it's
like, I
like,
didn't sign up for this.
oh my
Yeah.
god, this is disgusting.
Yeah,
it's
this
like
is-
it's like a Saw movie. Yeah, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, they're like,
Well, that's a horse of a different color.
Yep, that's exactly 100% what
That's
I expected them to say.
Yep. One of the dudes
Robbie, we're
holding the
breaking-
ass just said, "That's a horse of a different color."
We're breaking all the sound bites out for you
I'm
today,
cool
my
with
man.
it, dude.
Yeah. We haven't touched some of these in years.
I'm having the years that it's taken to produce 19 episodes.
Yeah, this last few months has felt like a long couple of years. Am I right, boys?
the last long couple of years.
Yep. Yeah. So there it is. We were talking about shitty ass itty bitty titty memes that are just terrible in every single many
Yeah.
ways possible.
Oh my God, we've only done one interest.
We've only done one
I
interest.
told Sam I'd be home around 2 and it's 2:10.
Yeah.
Son
Oops.
of a bitch.
All right. Well then.
Do you need to make a call?
No, I need to go to the restroom though.
Nah. Yeah. We don't do that here.
Wait.
Not on this
Okay.
podcast.
I'm sorry, I was hosting.
Okay.
No, you don't host. This is my episode.
Okay.
This is an odds episode.
Let's go ahead and take a little break so we can take a piss.
And now we're back.
And now we're back.
And now
Oh,
we're back.
Are you hosting for Justin? Are you helping him out?
No, I was.
Does he need help?
No, he
You
doesn't need
stupid
help.
son of a bitch.
He does. Okay, whoa.
Welcome back, guys.
Can we just Can we
No.
Do, can we do
This
that
is
again?
my episode.
Can
we
we do
just
that
had 3
again?
pisses,
Okay.
and guess who's
All
going
right, we'll
next?
do it again.
Let's
We'll
do
do
it
it
again.
Okay.
Let's
try that again.
Okay. And welcome back.
Do you? Or
I
what?
don't know.
So
gross.
that's my favorite one ever. All right, so we just got done talking about the baddest.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, make sure you laugh on mic, please. We need to.
Play it again. Play it again.
That sounded so painful.
It-
Who laughs like that?
Smack your mother with that hand.
They've never sounded this good.
He sounds like 5 guys are spreading his ass.
Oh, that's the kind of shit we get into on Idiosyncratic. So if you want
I'm crying.
if you want more of this right here,
Oh my god.
Little baby cry.
make sure to check us out every single week around Wednesdays, something like that.
Jesus H, man.
Wednesday-ish.
Yeah, and also
Wednesday-ish.
if you want to hear that 24/7, check out Robbie's website. I am RobbieClark.com.
I am RobbieClark.com.
I am RobbieClark.com. So now what we're gonna do is we just got done talking about the worst of the worstestest
The
memes,
worst memes
ever.
Good lord, those were terrible.
Mostly minions, shit like that.
Minions and trying to seem tough.
Yeah, hashtag crazy one. I think that's his name. Something like that. We'll find you.
Piece of shit. We'll find you.
We'll find you. Don't worry. We know where
he
you
probably
live.
We
has a
don't
mixtape.
possess any skills and we won't kill you, but we'll
Yeah.
Whoa,
we'll
speak
rip
for
into
yourself.
you.
Speak for yourself. We're gonna try to kill crazy.
I
One.
possess
That's
a
what
lot of
happens.
skills.
I don't want to be on the show anymore.
That's where you tap out.
Do we do
finally
it?
got to
When it
tap
comes
out.
to murder, yeah, I'll tap
Yeah.
out.
Oh, what a bitch!
But hey, fuck
No,
off. And
I'm not
your
gonna murder
cavity
it.
juice.
I'm not going to murder anybody.
Oh,
I'm just saying I have the
You almost
abilities.
made me want to tap out my own show.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Now the dick's on the other foot.
I'm the look at me. I'm the host now.
No, he's lying.
I'm lying.
So what's gonna happen next,
All you racist.
Robbie?
yeah.
You're the guest on today.
Okay.
Alex is going next.
Oh shit.
What?
I'm already like I wish I had gone first because that was so good.
This
I
guy's-
can't top it.
This guy's insane.
No, that's okay. I'll lower the bar for you.
Oh, thank you, God.
That's what we do.
Vagina back, please.
Vagina back. What does that
thanks,
mean?
because I already forgot what it was. But
What that means is
so vagina back.
You see what happened was
Fuck, I was gonna pull up some statistics. Okay, I pulled up statistics, but don't look them up. 85% of Americans suffer from lower back pain.
oh my god.
What?
Oh, that's so stupid. You talking about back pain?
Kind
Is that what it is?
Kind of.
Vagina back, pussy back?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Your back is being a pussy. Is that what it is?
Well, I wouldn't use those
Or that
words.
you're a pussy for letting your back hurt. One of the two. Like he's either blaming the person
that-
for the back
We
pain.
can see how it
Let's
goes.
see how it
This
goes.
is ridiculous.
Maybe
Go.
a little bit of both. Okay, so actually, I gotta pull my soapbox out. Not only because I'm short, but I like to preach. Am I right?
Am I right, boys?
No, not really. But so,
Well, he doesn't know what we're talking about.
do you guys have lower back pain?
Yes.
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 I started it right, not necessarily lower back, but like right the muscle right here, and I notice it when I pick up Orion. So
Yeah, that counts.
I think I think it's dad back.
Dad back.
Is that what that's called? What I have?
I think
I
dad
don't
back.
think I have lower back pain, but I have dad
I
back.
think you're just blaming everything on your son.
Well, I mean, yeah. Why else is he here?
Yeah, it's just you. True.
He's here
You
to
did
be
that.
blamed, and then in 7 years, he's there to do the laundry for them.
He's a great excuse. If I don't want to go to, let's say, if I don't want to go to dinner with, a coworker or something like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
you guys
Oh,
want
hey.
to come out to dinner and hang out? It's like, yeah, sure. And I can call him later and be like, hey, the baby,
My son needs me.
the
Yeah,
baby,
that's
I
my
got,
son needs
I got a
me.
baby.
That's what he did for Natalie's birthday. So now I know.
Just know every time I do it for you, it is 100% true every
All right.
single time.
All right.
And I feel the effects of it.
I'm gonna believe you on this one.
My man, look at that.
All right. So I used to suffer from this lower back pain,
Pussy back.
gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
Yeah, but I don't anymore.
Why
How'd you do it?
I cured it,
How'd you cure it?
and here's how.
Tell us how.
How
So-
fat was he?
How fat was he?
It was like chode fat.
Nice.
No, not really.
Veiny, warm.
So I used to have this back pain, and I got into flexibility. Right. I'm still not really super flexible, but like growing up, I thought that stretching was lame, and being flexible is not even that cool, or even really has any uses. But if you play literally anything, or even if you just live your life, being more flexible as opposed to being less flexible is always better, as I've found. So I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know who may be suffering some back pain right now. Maybe you're sitting at a desk job with me in your ear hole, maybe stuff like that. So first thing, tight hips. Tight hips.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying to have them or not to have?
Not to have them.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, tight hips is a cause of lower back pain, which I didn't even know.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
because it's like when your hips are tight, you can't really like straighten your back out properly. It's got to be like a weird curvy shape, and then your back's like fuck. Doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and Google around if you want. I'm not gonna fucking hold your hand on this shit. Go look on the YouTubes.
The
Stretches.
Jew-tubes?
What?
I thought,
Yeah, it's run by Jews.
What did you just say?
Who said that?
no, you said it.
No. What? No, you said.
You're racist.
Okay.
I don't have a button.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
That's why we brought you on, because
So-
you don't have a button.
Ways to stretch out your hip flexors. There's a tons of them. There's a ton of them, and they're like easy to do. It's shit that you don't have to be an athlete. Like you can just take a minute of your day just randomly when your lunch break's almost over and you're about to clock in, but you're like, oh, I still got a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You could stretch out your hip flexors right quick.
Okay, how do you do that?
You don't have to go to yoga class. Oh, you want me to show you right now?
Yeah.
Like this.
Jesus. all right.
And done. Yep, and
Okay.
you can also stretch out your hamstrings. That'll help too.
Wow, you're bendy.
Oh, thanks. In Japanese, when people say "bendi," it means like handy, like like it comes in handy.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
I've never heard that one.
Might be the first time I've ever played it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What was that?
Uh,
Give it to me one more time. Oh, that's so
God.
scary. It's so scary.
Oh God.
I'd rather not.
No. No, 1,000 times no, please.
well, just come to Papa.
So yeah, so you stretch out your hip flexors. That'll help a lot. Another one's poor posture.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this has been drilled into us since we were wee lads, and we just
straight.
we just stopped caring forever,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Except
I hunch. I put my elbows on the table. All that
Yeah.
shit.
I am so
Yeah.
hunchy. I am so hunchy,
Yeah.
But I just came to the realization one day because actually what happened, I was looking at pictures of me over the years, and I have this like neck forward thing, like chin forward,
Mhm.
and my
Like-
computer just died.
Like Igor from the. What
Kinda,
the hell is Igor from?
Frankenstein.
There you go,
Frankenstein?
Frankenstein. Yeah.
ego master.
Master.
Yeah. And I realize a lot of people have it. Like, you just look around, you can see people with it
Mm-hmm.
everywhere.
With their neck just kind of jutting forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that just comes from years and years of having poor posture.
Mm-hmm.
So your upper traps actually get really tight. So your traps are these muscles on like kind of on the top of your shoulders. And they go into your back. And when those get tight, you know, you could have like even your shoulders be tight too.
Mhm.
But it makes you basically unable to make your neck all the way straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so I've kind of for the past year been trying to fix that problem that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly but surely over time, I think it's getting better.
Okay.
And as a super short person, I think I've gotten maybe a smidge taller.
It's actually possible
I feel
when
it.
your spine compresses
Yeah.
and you release some of that tension. That's why when astronauts return back to space, they're like a full inch taller
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
because they don't have any of that pressure
Yeah.
on
When
their
you go to
spine up
space.
there. But you can also do that. So like you can hang. Not that I mean this is drastic. You can hang from one of those feet things in your doorway and just and let
yeah.
your spine just stretch.
Can
with
I pull
like
myself
free weight.
apart with horses?
You should not draw and quarter yourself. That would
wouldn't-
be a no go.
I'm not recommending it.
I
I could
would-
be so much taller if I did that.
Yeah, because you could spread your limbs
I
out
could be
over the
feet
course
away.
of a mile.
Yeah, I could be
you
feet away. Yeah.
You
Miles
could be a mile
tall.
tall.
Yeah.
Mile tall.
All right, let's do it.
Anyway, continue.
Legs for miles.
But yes, you could be you can essentially get taller if you release that pressure from your spine.
Yeah, I feel taller.
You look taller.
Yeah. You
I
sound
think you
taller.
look great.
thanks, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. When I walked in earlier today, I was like, Alex?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, you had to look up to him.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He's not lying.
He's not lying.
I'm not lying for a second.
More joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm all just spitting information over here, but you guys are gonna have to pause right quick. And so go make yourself some popcorn. Go pour yourself a beer. My laptop died, and I'm gonna plug it in now. So
Robbie's got a story for you.
I do have a story for you. So, back in mid to late November, I had like nothing but time on my hands. I only podcasted once a week. I wasn't doing my vlog, and I just had my part-time job. So I thought, well, I can just go to the gym and get in shape. So I would work out for like 3 to 4 hours a day. I would go shoot some free throws, then get on the treadmill, and then go down, do my basic workout, and then go back up to the treadmill and
Shoot
come
some
back out
J's.
and do some lightweight stuff to cool down. But it would take about 3 to 4 hours.
God.
And then early December, I hurt my lower back really, really, really bad. Like could barely walk, had to go to work. Anytime I wasn't standing up at a computer watching what was going on inside one of my rooms, I would be in the whatever empty room I had, and I would just be doing stretches and stuff, like trying to do hip flexors, but not really doing very well because I was just doing basic stretches that I had known my whole life that weren't specific to
soccer
lower back.
practice and shit.
And then finally earlier this year, and I was really worried because I thought it might be a disc because my father has had 3 ruptured discs in his lower spine since 1998.
It's no joke.
So I was worried that it would be a surgery I couldn't afford. I'd be in pain for many, many years. And then I finally went to a chiropractor and I got x-rays done. My sacral base angle was way smaller than the average person's. And what that means is that the angle at which my hips set at the base of my spine, people usually sit
Tilted.
between 40 and 62 degrees or 42 and 60 degrees, one of those two. But basically, you know, they sit at an angle which keeps them as upright as comfortable for them as a person. I was sitting at 29 degrees forward.
Whoa.
Which means that my hips
You're
were...
acute.
I am acute, T.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
I'm totes adorbs.
I'm
So,
obtuse.
my hips were way far forward, and it was putting... With the body's ability to compensate for itself, I was putting a lot of strain on my lower back.
It was having a round,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. And even when I told Sam that when I got home from the chiropractor's office, she said, I noticed when we first started going out that your back curved in way more than other people's.
Yeah.
It was like
"Wha-
a S.
wha-" Yeah, almost. But because of the body's ability to compensate, I was able to stand up straight. My chiropractor said that if I couldn't do that, like if my body didn't do that on its own, I would have been walking for probably about like that for the last 7 years or whatever.
That's interesting.
So I went to her. She said my left leg was an inch shorter than my right.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And it's crazy that you don't know that,
Like,
but it's because your body adjusts itself. But I went into her office in early January. I went into her office struggling to walk, stumbling, limping.
Well, yeah, one
and
leg's like a foot shorter.
Yeah, an inch.
Oh,
Not-
yeah,
not
sorry.
Can you pay attention when I talk, please?
It's so hard. I'm sorry.
I legit walked out of her office. No pain, no anything. And it still comes every now and
She
again.
fixed you up.
Yeah, she suggested twice a week until I could go down to once a week. But she said I'm young enough that I could be fixed. I just have to do some stretches at home. I have to do minimal weight at the gym. But it was strange that over the last 7 years, I would get lower back pain, and then I would stretch, and I'd like ice it and heat it up and lift my legs when I slept, but it would always go away. And for this one, it lasted over a month. So I asked her why, and she said, your body just got tired of taking care of you. Like it's now you have to do what is necessary to fix yourself. And I mean, she was talking about reasons for the angle shifting, and I said I used to work at a Fuzzy's taco shop 7 years ago when I was 24. I was walking through the kitchen during a busy dinner shift. I slipped on a patch of water on the tile floor, and I fell right on my tailbone. And she said that is what did it. Because I said about a month after that, my lower back started hurting. She said that, like, if that's the only thing you can really remember, that's what did it.
Wow.
So, but now I keep forgetting. You know how when you get better, you quit doing the things that,
Yeah.
because you feel like, oh, I'm good. Why would I keep doing it?
I'm healed.
Yeah, I'm healed. Why would I keep healing
Yeah.
myself? So I keep doing stretches every now and again, but I feel so good that I keep forgetting, fuck, I need to go to the chiropractor again.
Yeah.
So I keep forgetting to make another appointment, but it's on the back of my head because I don't want to. I was like January 2nd to probably the 10th. I was either in bed, on the couch, or in the shower.
Damn. That
Could
sounds
not
terrible.
Oh my
couldn't
God.
fucking move, dude. But I mean, it was fixable. So lower
Yeah.
back pain is, vagina back. Fuck off, dude.
It's a real thing. But here's what I got to say. That brings me to my next point. I personally think that people neglect their bodies way too much. And I might sound like I'm on a soapbox, whatever the fuck.
Well,
I
you
don't
did
care.
say you were
You
pulling
did
it
pull
out
it out.
earlier. Yeah, you did pull it out.
Well, okay, I pulled it out so I could sit.
Put it away,
sit
man.
next
It
to
looks like a wiener, not a soapbox.
But sit straight up though, right?
Not right now. See, this is poor posture right now. But so I think we should strive to live the best life that we can. And I think that having a good body, like this body is what you're driving around this
Yeah.
thing called life. You know what I'm saying? If we're some kind of like symbiotic mind thing, like this body is our vehicle to experience it. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to die when I'm like 50 or some shit.
I'm with you, my man.
Or even if I live
completely
for,
agree.
I'm
even if
with
I
you.
live for a long time, I don't want it to suck.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100%.
I want to still be able to do jujitsu when I'm 50.
Like Coach.
Yeah, exactly. Like
You
Coach.
want to be able to muscularly bust out of a loose fitting hoodie.
Yeah, you want to
Exactly.
muscle up the loose.
Yeah, muscle up, loose.
Muscle
people.
up the loose, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
How many guys does it take to pull
Open
that
the
butt
butthole.
if
apart?
I have
Yeah.
to spread a butt, I want to be able to
You
when
don't
I'm
do it by yourself. You don't need it.
You don't need five guys
You don't
pulling
need
the
a gang
butthole
of
apart.
goons.
into old age, if you will. Yeah.
Jesus.
But so, man, like I feel like nowadays I cannot stress how important kind of mobility training, flexibility, stuff like that. You know, it's not going to help everybody. Like some people, maybe you have an injury, you know, stuff like that. But I'm sure it would help at least than not. For me personally, I don't know why there's such a stigma. Like, so like when I was in high school, I think the first time I ever hurt my back was when I was in high school wrestling, and we would stretch out before wrestling practice, but none of us took it seriously. We were like, oh, this is stupid.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, and I've even heard stuff from people that I've heard possible bro science that stretching makes you weaker. You know, and I feel like that's completely not the case. If you think,
I think that's the stigma. Like only women stretch.
yeah.
You know,
Exactly, yeah.
Like that's
It's like
I
when-
think that's crap.
That's like when Trump goes, You only have a finite source of energy, so you can't work out or you'll get rid of all of it. Okay. Remember that?
Yeah, possible
Yeah.
bro science.
Yeah.
Scientific.
Yeah.
Very scientific one.
And so personally, just this is how I try to be. I heard Joe Rogan has this little video. It's like an inspirational video.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like be the hero of your own movie, right? And so I've always kind of had this
Live by that mentality.
sort of, yeah. I've had this thought, right? So think about who you are now and who you used to be, and most people think that they identify like that's who they are. Maybe it's with what they do or the people that they surround themselves with. Maybe that's a lot of people's identity. And I think that if you change, so say if you want to not be who you are, right? And you want to be somebody else and you just act like that person, somebody would be like, well, that's not you. But every single day you act like that person, 20 years later, you've been acting like that person for 20 years. Are you still acting like that person, or is that who you are?
Do you mean kind of like the high school quarterback who wears his Letterman jacket when he's 35?
That's not what I mean. No, not at all. I'm saying maybe you're an alcoholic and you're like, I can't not do this. Like who I am is I need alcohol. I have to have it.
I got you.
Yeah.
And then, but it's one day you don't drink, right? And it's horrible. It's awful. The next day you don't drink, and you might still always deal with that alcoholism your whole life. But 20 years down the road, you're now somebody who hasn't been drinking for 20 years. Like who you are is just a series of choices over amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
I
Wrap it up.
No,
Oh.
I'm petting my beer.
I got a DUI almost 3 years ago, and I was sentenced to court-ordered AA. And all the people in there had the same message and the same ideal about drinking. And it wasn't like the cultish way that most TV shows and movies portray it. It was just...
got to submit yourself to God.
Yeah, it was not that
Oh,
at
okay.
all. They had the 12 steps engraved on planks of wood on the wall, but it was always a higher power as I understand them. So the higher power could be yourself. It could be
Okay.
the universe. It could be God. They didn't ever specify.
It's your higher power.
Right, but
Yeah.
anybody who said God was always tolerant of the person who said, the universe or
The
me.
devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was always the same. It was always the same thought process between amongst all of them is one day at a time.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and say, I'm not gonna drink for 20 years. You have to wake up and say, I'm just not gonna drink today.
Exactly.
And that's how you make it that 20, because before time's gonna pass anyway. You can go to the gym, you can work out, and if you don't, that time's still gonna pass. But you can go do that, and 20 years later, you're in great shape, or you just stopped working out because it was too hard.
And yeah, you're so perfectly outlining like the point that I'm trying to make. And I've had a lot of people come to me now and say like, "Wow, you're so flexible." And
Like I just did.
Yeah,
I'm actually you're bendy, and I'm iron.
yes,
Myra.
I appreciate that.
I'm led.
But it's not. I mean, I feel like a lot of people see it as a trait that I have, like a physical trait, which is not true. Like I was super unflexible.
You had to work towards it, right?
Yeah, and Justyn can tell you that, and I haven't even really done a good job. Like I've been on and off with it, but I've kind of just kept it in the back of my head that I want to continue to keep trying to become more flexible.
Yeah.
Maybe for the rest of my life. I a couple years back I said I wanted to do the splits, but I'm still working on it.
Okay.
It's tough. But the point is, like, over time, like now I'm someone who's flexible, and I didn't used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we were joking around when my wife came on, and she's like, "Oh, because my interest is ninja, because Alex is a ninja," And it's like that was just when I was like a teenager. I thought of the person that I wanted to be, and I just acted like that person. And then I've been doing that for 10 years, and so, now I'm flexible, whatever. I'm strong, and that was all just a series of choices. Like anybody can do it. I mean, mostly.
So people will see you being able to bend like that and stretch like that and think, wow, like almost like it's a God-given skill.
Exactly.
But
In actuality, he's worked towards it.
every overnight success is a 10-year story.
Mhm.
So people just don't see what happens behind the scenes.
And even like in jiu-jitsu, sometimes people will be like, "Oh man, you could just get out of that because you're so flexible and stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, okay, well maybe you should stretch." And they're like, yeah, I need to. And then,
Like,
and then
yeah, right.
And then,
Stretch.
And class will be over, and I plop right down on the mat and start stretching, and then I just see everybody just walk out the door and leave.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys could be stretching right now.
You're gonna say the same thing to me next week, and you've made no progress.
You say, yep, exactly. But so, I mean, just
Vagina back.
yeah, you can fix your back. Okay, most people. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's steps you could take to better yourself. Flexibility is one thing. Even going to the gym, like you said, if you want to, you might say like, oh, I've never worked out. I've been fat my whole life. Well, that mentality is holding you back.
Yeah.
You go to the gym. You go to the gym and you see somebody who's won the gym, right? Who's just big, muscly.
You won. What are you
and
still doing
they're
here?
They're running on the treadmill for like 45 minutes straight without even stopping. And then you see somebody who's overweight, who's walking at a slight incline, almost. But they're both there doing the exact same thing,
Which is making yourself better.
making yourself better. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you've already accomplished. It just matters that you want to make yourself better.
Yep.
Which, when you're talking about this thing that we have going through life and not wanting life to suck when you're 50 or 55 or 60, is like, you've only got one body.
Take care of it.
Absolutely.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Wow, that was a
That's
good one.
all I have to say about that.
I might not be a smart man, but I know what a whore is.
but
Jen
I
A.
got a straight back.
Yeah, you can call me professor.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Professorus?
kidding. You can't,
No,
because that's what they call in Brazil. They call black belts that. So
you're almost there.
yeah, give me like 4 years or something.
4 more years, my man.
Hey, in Taekwondo, my mom's like a 3rd degree black belt.
Yeah,
Holy
but
shit.
I could probably get
It's
a black
crazy.
belt in Taekwondo in like 2 years.
Don't take that away from my mom.
Don't take it away from her mom. His mom, dude.
Sorry.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Sorry, Karen Hunter.
Sorry. Zimzer, Zize. Shit. I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know how any of this works anymore. I can't assume.
No, but hey, I got a real story. So I wanted to, when I started jujitsu, I was like, I'm gonna take karate too, so I could have 2 black belts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm gonna get, like, even though karate's kind of lame, I'm just gonna get it just to get it. And in the time it got me, it took me to get 1 stripe in jujitsu, which is like a stripe. You got to get 4 stripes on your belt before you can go to the next belt,
Mhm.
and it takes that long ass time. I got like 4 belts. They gave me a belt just for being athletic. They're like, you're not a white belt anymore. You're a white belt with a yellow, like a white and yellow belt.
Were you like,
And I was like, but I
why?
don't know anything. And they're like, yeah, but you're naturally kind of athletic. It's like,
Uh,
no, I'm not, bitch. I did
that's not
sports
the
my whole
dojo.
life.
That's not
the
the
athletic
dojo you
belt.
want to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called a McDojo.
Yeah.
My cousin in Memphis started doing jujitsu maybe about 10 years ago. He just opened his own. Do you call jujitsu dojos? Is that what you call them?
Some people do.
He opened his own jujitsu training studio.
I call it a gym,
He opened his own gym.
but that's dope.
It's really cool, man. He
Yeah.
he and his brother works alongside my other cousin. I think they work together, but it was kind of when they started, it was just kind of like, oh, jiu-jitsu, cool, man. Like, I'll talk to you in 6 months when you have another, not to like disrespect him or anything. I'll call me in 6 months when you have like another passion.
Yeah.
And now he's opened his own gym.
Nice.
So it's like, I can't sit here and almost even joke about that. I have to be like, my cousin is a certified badass.
Yeah, he's legit.
It's amazing. And
Choke you unconscious.
he's got, like people out the wazoo just coming to his gym
Yeah.
because he
What is that?
out the asshole out the ass. Yeah.
Whoa, people call that a wazoo.
That's what they call the wazoo.
You've never
sound-
heard the wazoo before?
Sounds more like a vagina.
Well, kiss my wazoo. Alex, thank you so much for telling us how to keep our back
Yeah,
straight.
you can
Yeah, man.
eat my wazoo.
Yeah, and not to have a.
I don't eat gluten,
The
so no.
scrum.
Ew.
I'm gluten free. There's nothing but omega 3s in this ass. I couldn't even get it out.
There you go.
I couldn't even get it out.
That's ridiculous.
All right, my man. Thank you so much for your interest on something. And
What's
Robbie,
actually helped, like that gave me a little
little boost,
inspiration.
a little back
Yeah.
boost, a little
Thanks,
boost to your
man.
back.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
My back is less of a vagina now
happy.
after hearing you talk.
Yeah, sit up straight, you animal.
Shut- don't-
No, I'm just kidding.
Freaking animal,
As I'm
God damn it.
slouching, like
Robbie.
You guys got the cool chairs though.
Yeah,
I
we're
was-
always gonna have.
I'm always like borderline laying down.
Yeah, there was one where he had like his legs stretched over both arms.
Oh, God.
Remember that? Yeah.
Well, I was kind of doing a bit. It wasn't really a bit, but I just thought it was funny that every time
The camera would change.
the camera would change, I was doing like hard cuts. So like I was sitting like
That is
this.
funny.
I was sitting like this, and then I was like, wait. I was like, wait, pause. I was like, yeah. And then I did the rest of the
That take.
Yeah,
like that.
until, and then I was like,
But the sentence split right in half too, so it's like.
oh yeah. I just thought
That's funny.
Robbie, what are you going to interest me with today, my man? What are you going to interest all 13 of our fans with?
After your hilarity of memes, his inspirational talk about taking care of yourself and healing yourself, and now his excellent twerking.
It's not bad.
It's not
definitely
bad.
not
No,
bad.
that's better than I can.
Hey, I'm
twerk.
not that good right now, but if I twerk for 20 years,
You'd be pretty good.
You'll be
Yeah.
a master twerker.
Yeah.
So mass production in order to cause rarity.
Okay.
I was at a bar about a month and a half ago, and however, I got sucked into a conversation. We started talking about the age of collectibles and how we're not in them in that age anymore.
Okay.
Because when you think about stuff like
Baseball
comic
cards.
books, baseball cards, Beanie Babies,
Beanie Babies.
even action figures back when I was growing up, they were made so well and relatively cheap. Now they're just cheap ass plastic, but you have to pay twice as much for them. So we're creating all this mass produced stuff, and everything nerdy has become kind of acceptable. You know, back in the day when you were younger, you were reading a comic book, you were a nerd. You were playing with a Ninja Turtles action figure, you were a nerd. Now, with things like the MCU, the DCEU, the Ninja Turtles reboots, Harry Potter to an extent, we're creating this nerd culture, which I love, by the way. I'm not, I can't,
Harry Potter.
I can't like hate on it at all because I love it. I would have zero interest today if it weren't for any of this stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, gosh, I used to work at a comic book shop, the Wild West Comics down Cooper in Arlington, and I met this guy who's just every day, every new comic day, he would come in and buy every new issue of everything.
Everything?
Almost everything. I think there were some like obscure comics he didn't buy, but everything DC, everything Marvel, everything Image, everything Dark Horse, anything he could get his hands on.
Dick
And I
man.
asked him why. And he said, when I was younger, I had the very first Batman, the very first Superman, the very first Captain America, the very first Spider-Man. He said he had all of these firsts, and his parents thought it was a waste of time, so he made him throw them away.
Oh,
Jeez.
My heart broke because he could
guy.
easily be a multimillionaire selling all of that. If that's
Yeah.
what he had and that's just
but not
what
only
he
that,
listed.
but like just from a humanity standpoint, like your kid loves this kind of stuff.
Right.
Why are you making him throw it
Right.
away?
Right. So
Jackass.
You had this thing where comic books were never made to be cool. They were made to be an escape. If your home life sucked, if school life sucked, you could just go to your room, curl up, and you could be Superman for a while. You could be Spider-Man. You could be Captain America. And now it's all cool. And now everything, if you miss the first issue of something, you just call into the printer and get something delivered to your house.
Yep.
So we're not making collectibles anymore. We're making things people can collect, sure. But we're making things that, I mean, in 60 years, you're not going to be able to sell Aquaman Rebirth issue number 1 for so many thousands of dollars because everybody has it. It's like Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan signed so many baseballs, you can't sell them. Except for like
Just too many of them,
maybe like
yeah.
$7. There's
My
just
dad
too
has
many
one.
of them. I have one too.
No, not a baseball. He has a card. I
They
think.
can sell
I mean-
it for $7.
Maybe
I know,
maybe
right?
a card would be different. It probably depends on the card, but I mean, so maybe it's not much of an interest so much as a.
Well, okay.
It's just it's questionable. Like, are we making anything that will be special?
Is this something
years down the road.
that has occupied your mind?
Yes.
This is absolutely an interest.
Okay.
An interest is something that has inherently occupied your mind, no matter how rage-inducing, no matter how ridiculous, no matter how tiny you think it might be. If it has
It's
occupied
pretty tiny.
the space within your mind, it is an interest.
But let's and I should have brought in some facts. Like, I don't know what you can sell the
Oh, it
very
doesn't
first
matter.
issue of
Yeah.
Superman for. I don't know what you can sell that for anymore.
We'll look it up.
But everything
$30 hairs.
everything's been so mass produced, especially with, you know, comic books going into the movies and Michael Bay redoing Ninja Turtles and breathing new life into something that was old
hardly.
a while ago. I mean, yeah, I get they're not the best movies, but I watch them for just the nostalgia.
I still do.
Yeah.
So the very first Superman issue It came out in 1938. It was sold for just 10 cents when at that time.
Yep.
It is sold for $3.2 million
Okay.
in today's.
So there you go.
Okay,
You
so
have
can you do the math
2014.
on how much of a profit that is?
3.2. I'm sorry, 3.1. 999.
so 3.2 million. It would be 3.200 or I guess 3,200,000.
Are you talking? Wait. Are you talking about the inflation?
I'm super not good at it.
Lots of more money.
Lots of more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll accept
But
this
are
as
we-
a
Take that.
sponsor.
With where we are right now in nerd culture being absolutely everywhere, are we making anything
Special.
I know what you're saying.
Are we
now.
making anything special?
Okay,
Thank
I
you.
gotcha.
I've been trying to find a way to say it. Thank you so much,
This
Alex.
is going to be a totally unpopular opinion with you, but I feel like Logan was that special, that diamond in the rough.
Why?
In a
Tell me why. Give me a legitimate
Tell
reason
me
why
why.
that movie that was honestly just a movie, because we didn't have any action figures.
Oh, okay,
There
I know
have
what you mean.
been Old Man Logan comics years before that weren't very popular, and there have been so many of them, so many issues of that
Yeah.
story that movie might diminish their return going forward, because they're not going to make another Old Man Logan Part 2. They can't.
Yeah.
So how does Logan work like that for you?
Well,
Isn't Logan Lucky the part 2?
yep, exactly. With
Logan Lucky Part 2, the prequel
Channing
that has
Tatum.
nothing to do with the actual
Yeah.
film. I
So,
did want to see that,
Well,
though.
when it comes to like the sea of superhero films and comic book adaptations and whatnot, for me, Logan stood apart completely differently from all those because it wasn't afraid to take the story where it needed to go, whether it be the goriest place in the world, the completely natural human instinct to drop an F-bomb whenever shit goes crazy. You know what I mean? It did not hold anything back whenever I think in terms of reality.
And my argument against Logan remains the same, is that I think that yes, the swearing helped, the violence was amazing. That's what you've wanted out of a Wolverine film since he was on the big screen. They could have gotten the R rating. If the R rating was what they were legitimately going for, they could have gotten that on the violence alone.
Sure.
There were a lot of moments where I didn't feel like the swearing was necessary. And there were a lot of moments when, yeah, I get it that his healing factor is diminished. And it was bad directing to have Hugh Jackman, one of the greatest actors ever, to walk around going, I get it. You're sick. You're dying.
But I didn't feel like he was
I
like
get it.
needlessly coughing. I
Yeah,
felt like
no, he wasn't needlessly
Yeah.
coughing. It was just beating people over the head with it. Like you can have.
well, I mean, isn't that what happens in real life when somebody is literally dying?
Yes, in real life, yes, but also not to that because it's fake because Hugh Jackman's doing it and he's not actually coughing like that. But also,
Yeah,
in
they
a-
should have
in a
put cancer inside of him. Yeah.
No, not what I'm saying. Shut the fuck up, Justyn. What I'm saying is that it was over the top even for a movie. And I know movies aren't supposed to be a real life, but there are some things that you have to trust the audience on. Audiences are a lot smarter than studios give them credit for. And for every time Hugh Jackman's not talking, to have him go, it was just like, I get it. I completely lost track with what I was saying, but
Why?
because the card was full and
You're talking
No,
about
it wasn't.
Logan.
We don't cut.
in the split second that it
We
took
don't
to
edit
figure out
this.
the issue, I got really comfortable.
You're talking about Logan.
What? Yeah, we were talking about Logan.
And how it's the greatest superhero movie ever made, Robbie.
I also completely disagree with that.
You can't disagree that much.
That's not the point.
I can. That's also not the point. That's not my interest. Get your head off my foot.
What, I got a host
Well,
right
my
now?
foot's on
I
your-
got to keep us on
All
track
right,
and
okay.
shit.
So
I will
it's
put
just-
aside my hatred for your
But
hatred
also,
of Logan.
when you think about
What
other
am I,
stuff,
Rucka? I got to tell you to stay on track.
Rucka. Shut up, Rucka. No one gets a T-shirt.
I mean,
Um,
Jesus, we're talking
so,
about other shit
Also,
here.
think about stuff like Beanie Babies, like I mentioned earlier. Also, Pogs, maybe.
yeah, I think
Just
Pogs
different,
are a huge
different
collectible thing.
fads and trends that people think are just the greatest thing in the world, and now they're not. What are we coming up with anymore that's going to be worth something or sentimental in the future that we can be sentimental about in the future?
I think when it
Only
comes
old
to
stuff.
the digital age that we live in, I think we're going to see that market shrink a ton more than it has already. Because back in the day, I mean, you could play with Pokemon cards, and then you could save some of them, and you could be like, these things are going to be worth so much money later on.
Holographic Charizard.
But nowadays, like you can
Charizard.
nowadays you can play Pokemon Go. Like all of
Yeah.
your assets are now digital. You don't have a tangible thing anymore.
It's always there for whenever you want it.
Yeah, you don't have a tangible thing anymore that you
blame
have to keep
Tamagotchi.
sacred, that you have to keep away from everything else in its own plastic case. That's going to be worth money later on because that stuff doesn't really exist anymore.
So
you know?
that to me is a bummer because you go to somebody's house and you see like this was
there's their Woody in a case.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh my god, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And now you just go online. Oh, what's Woody doll? Cool. Here's $30.
I'm super guilty of this too because I used to buy comics when I was younger, and nowadays when the next Walking Dead comic comes out, I get it digitally.
Yeah,
it's super quick.
You have the first 3 encyclopedias
the compendiums
over
are there. Yeah.
But now, like, and I do the same thing. Like, Sam got me a Kindle for Christmas 2 years ago, and I said, "Oh hell yeah!" And she stops me like in the midst of my celebration and goes, "For comic books, right?" Like she goes, she wanted me.
Yeah.
She didn't care about the physical aspect of it at all. She didn't care.
Yeah.
If I had cases of comic books, as long as I kept them organized, she wouldn't care.
I think she was saying she doesn't want you watching porn on it.
No. She was making sure that
Reading
I knew
porn.
She was making sure that I knew it was okay because I've had women in the past say, "You can't wear your cutoffs. You can't wear your chucks. You can't read comic books. You can't do that."
Then why are you dating me?
Yeah, that's why I didn't wind up with him for 2 years.
Yeah.
So, but Sam wanted to make sure that this was for comic books. I could put other books on it if I wanted to, but when she says, "Hey, what are you reading?" I was like, "Oh, it's the infamous Iron Man. Dr. Doom is now Iron Man," which is actually a great storyline. But
Sounds
now
dope.
it's dope, dude. Now it's so easily accessible. You don't have to hunt anything down. You don't have to find anything. I almost think you can find digitized versions of older comic books, like maybe from the 70s or 80s, on the Kindle app.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to go looking for it, but I really think that stuff is out there now, which now, if you own that, what do you have?
Yeah.
You don't have anything. Although, I mean, a physical copy of something will always trump a digital copy of something.
I'm 100% with you on that.
Yeah, because
there's nothing like holding it in your hand, you know?
Right, and that's how I am with movies and TV shows. That I can stream everything I want to on Netflix, but when a new Marvel movie comes out, when a new
you gotta have it.
When the new Jumanji comes out, I will buy it. I will put it on my shelf, just so I can just go through and be like, "It's a fucking great movie. I'll watch that."
Yeah.
You know,
me and Natalie have talked about this ad nauseum about DVDs, as you just brought up, because had an upbringing where watching movies was kind of a part of life.
Mm-hmm.
And Natalie kind of didn't. Like, she's really into it now, but it wasn't really like commonplace there. And when I think about my childhood, like my really, really early years, I'm just like, I remember just sitting on the couch with my parents at before bed and watching movies.
Yeah.
We had this entertainment center that had all these like cabinet drawers that were supposed to be filled with who knows what liquor, probably. I don't know. But they're just so full of DVDs that you couldn't even get to the ones in the back without like taking all of them out and shit. And that was such a awesome way for like me to grow up, and I have a lot of nostalgia about growing up like that. So now me and Natalie still buy DVDs, even though we basically stream everything, because there is something special about having that sort of almost artifact, you know?
When Sam and I really moved in together, that was my biggest thing. I was like, I have probably 400 movies.
Wow.
And she said, "We'll find space for them." But that's
dope,
that was me. That's me as a person. Like I view, in trying to be an actor or make my own short films, I try to research as much as I can, and I try to research as much as I can. And when I watch a film, it's basically research for me. But also growing up, I had that same experience. Like we had those big plastic Disney
dildos.
VHSs. No, that's weird. That's
Dang
weird.
it, I thought that's what you're talking about.
No,
I thought we were doing adverbs.
no, we're not doing Mad Libs.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. But we had a movie collection when I was growing up, and my mom and dad God bless him, for two totally different things. When Pokemon Yellow came out, the Pikachu edition, and when the Offspring Splinter came out on December 9th, 2003, I think it was.
Did you have
My parents pulled me out of school, my mother for Pokemon Yellow, my dad for the Offspring album, because they wanted me to get them the day they came out.
Because they knew how special it was.
Yes, it's not about the material thing. It's not really about the... I mean, it's kind of the physical thing.
I have a
about
similar
this.
story.
Yeah, go for it.
Whenever I started reading the Harry Potter books, like kind of a young age, I guess. And so there was only 4 of them when I started reading them, I guess. And I read them all. And then when the 5th one was supposed to drop, like the day it was dropping, we were on a family vacation. And I was like kind of upset. I was like, they're going to sell out and stuff. And I was like, I didn't know. And my parents drove around this random town in the middle of fucking nowhere because we're just driving through on a family vacation. And until we found a bookstore that had it and bought it for me, like on like day one.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm always like, man, that's crazy.
That's so sweet.
It's it's not really about the material object. It's about, I think, the sentimentality of it.
Exactly.
I think also the experience that goes along with it.
and
Because you
also-
specifically remember your parents driving around.
Yeah,
you know,
my
doing
dad. I mean, my dad's not into pop punk rock at all.
Yeah.
And I popped Splinter into the CD player of the Mustang we were driving. It was a beautiful day, and it was a beautiful Texas December day.
Yeah.
The top was down. We were driving back to school. Like, he pulled me out at lunch period, took me out, got me food. I bought the album, and we got in, and he said, "Is it everything you wanted it to be?" I said, "This is the best album they've released so far." But I think it was because it's because I have that to go along with it.
Yeah.
You know, and that is still my favorite Offspring album because of the memory.
Yeah.
And my parents wanted me to have that. So now when there's a movie that I want, and sometimes to an extent a CD, like, I'll still go buy CDs.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like, my Max doesn't have a CD drive, so I can't like immediately put it on the computer.
But now, like,
you
you
can buy
have
an
the
external one.
But you have the physical copy in front of you. You can look
to me,
through the
that's-
liner notes.
Yeah. Yes, I did that with when Blink released Neighborhoods.
Yes.
I got
Same here.
shit. This is falling apart at the seams on this one. Anyway, so I think that nothing will ever beat a physical copy of something.
Yeah.
As long as you love it and you as long as you love it and it's something that means something to you. But are we past the age of collectibles?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? With the first issue of something is going to be a big deal later on, or this particular action figure, or this navy blue Peanut the Elephant Beanie Baby, because ink spilled in something at the Beanie Baby factory is worth more than the baby blue elephant. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff that used to be moderately produced. Now, when people think about, oh my God, that did so well, people love that so much, let's make all of it.
Yeah.
You know, so are we past the age of collectibles? Are we past the age of something being so big or so great that 60 years from now, we're going to be able to say, I had the first issue of this, and let me tell you, it was badass.
I think the probably the biggest example against your theory is vinyl, because vinyl has made such a big return. I mean, I've got a few vinyls sitting up here, you know, and think in maybe the 90s, early 2000s, people were not buying vinyl because CDs were big and that was the thing. Then iPods come out, but now it's almost like a return to form, almost as if physical copies and collectibles actually do mean something in this digital age. Because the only reason I buy we have a record player, but the only reason that I really buy these vinyls is to have the piece in my hands.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
CDs are one thing. That's the medium that I initially got interested in music with, because they are, for all intents and purposes, they are the better medium. But there's something about having a gigantic version that's got the liner notes. It's got some of them, like if the record is long enough, then it's
What about the
it's
sound
two different
quality?
vinyls. I think CDs are better, to be honest.
I think records are better. I think vinyl is a way better sound quality than CDs.
I've heard a lot of people say that.
Yeah, I think CDs are better just because they're able to hold a lot more information. The file sizes are so much bigger when it comes to CDs. I think with vinyl, you get the cool, like you get that analog, you get the noise and whatnot. the feel that you're kind of used to when it comes to putting a record on, but when it comes to CDs, that's the cleanest and the biggest file size that you
So
can
this
get.
is sentimentality. What you're talking about. You're
Sentimentality, yeah.
You're talking
but
about.
aren't collectibles kind of really just
Talking about
offshoots of
pepper
sentimentality?
I think a collectible is more accidental than anything.
Vanilla mentality.
You bought. Let's say you bought the first Superman for 10 cents back in 38. So
He's back.
you bought that Superman issue on accident. You know, basically because here's something new and cool. So many years later, like what, 50 some.
Way more than that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought 68 for a second.
Almost
in my head.
100.
It was 2014 when it was sold for 3.2 million.
Okay, so it'd probably be worth more now.
Yeah.
But you bought that on accident, and you didn't know going forward that it would be worth that much.
Yeah.
You just bought it because here's this great escape from reality.
Yeah.
Everything we were talking about records and about having the physical copy in your hand, that's sentimentality. Like when I talk about my dad buying Splinter or my mom helping me buy Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah.
It's the sentimental memory that goes along with it. This was an accidental purchase. I mean, you meant to buy it. You just didn't know that holding on to it would be
The accidental
would be
value
yes,
of what it was
yes,
going to be. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
are we doing that anymore? Is my interest? Because we're sitting here.
Collecting Bitcoin.
Shit, yeah,
we're
Bitcoin.
making-
Bitcoin would be one. So there are so many people who have bought Bitcoin at the very start of the craze, you know, at like a fraction of a penny each or whatever. And then as of today, they're worth like 12 grand each. So there are people who have made millions and millions of dollars off of an accidental purchase of a digital coin that was supposed to mean nothing.
Okay, but is that the same as a comic book?
Not a tangible type thing. I don't think so. Not a sentimental type thing. But they're
I still don't think that's, and I don't know what stance I'm taking here, but I still don't think that's the same thing because that's
Okay.
people trying to find a way. People will say, here's the new form of digital currency.
Yeah.
You can buy in and in the future make more money.
Mhm.
Nobody told that kid in 1938, if you buy the Superman comic now and preserve it,
okay.
it'll be worth $3.8 million.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't think Bitcoin's the same thing.
He just did it because he liked it.
I'm talking about, he just did it because he liked it. So I'm talking about, are we creating anything new, anything special, anything big, that if you buy it just because you like it in 2064, is it going to have the same
Yeah.
value?
Okay.
Which the value isn't really the issue. You know, I don't care how much the Superman comic was bought or was sold for in 2014. I just care, I just think that we're past the age of collectibles.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my question.
I think I agree. I think no. I mean, I think yes. Actually, I think that's kind of a lost thing to us. But I also think that what we're experiencing right now is something that every generation goes through, and it's a product of technology. I think if you think of your grandpa talking about back whenever they used to go to the fair for a nickel and shit, and then I'm sure the guy who invented the car, like people were mad at him because they're like, well, what's gonna happen to all our horses?
You with the Mustangs earlier in your guess for my topic.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
And
Bringing it back.
I'm sure those people had some sort of nostalgia. They might have had some connection with their horses. That was not only their method of transportation, but it could have been sort of a pet, similar to a dog. I'm sure they had some kind of thing. And then when cars came about, it was probably, we're losing this part of what was kind of important to us, and it kind of sucks. And I feel like for every generation, there probably is something similar to that. For us, it's the fact that a lot of the content that we absorbed as children was sort of
Physical.
Yeah, it was physical, but it was these memorabilia based type things, And nowadays, I don't have a child, but Justyn just had a little Orion, and I always wonder what their upbringing is going to be like. Well, like what is their nostalgia going to be? Do they even have anything that they could even possibly?
Remember when we watched stuff on our iPads instead of holograms?
Yeah.
Or
That's
maybe-
probably what that's
remember
gonna
when we watched movies on streaming on Netflix and
Yeah.
they weren't just planted into our brain?
remember when we talked with our mouths?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a really sad day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably what you're saying is that innovation creates, or innovation breeds a lack of sentimentality,
I think so.
or innovation breeds the need for sentimentality while also, creating something new for the future. Because digital comics is different for us who would go to the store and buy them. But that's what all kids are growing up knowing now. But the next available platform is going to make people say, "God, I remember when I had my Kindle."
Yeah, exactly. And I think nostalgia might even be a product of that.
Nostalgia is a product of innovation.
Or maybe the fact that when
Yeah.
innovation happens,
I think so.
that the previous medium is gone now. And so you look back and you're like, man, it was cool when.
Think about the Game Boy. That was a product of innovation, but
Yeah.
it's something that we can all look back on nostalgically and say, that
We're
was
like, wow, I don't have to take my Super Nintendo out to the park anymore.
Yeah.
Now I can just take my
It's like
Game Boy.
whenever the Game Boy first came out, it's like this is the future. But
Yeah.
like nowadays, we can look back and say I've seen memes where people are like, oh, kids nowadays will never remember what it was like waiting for the street lights to light up your Game Boy display
good
so you
point.
could see what you were playing.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
I was like, I'm playing Final Fantasy IX
So
on my
a
iPhone.
phone, yeah.
So then here's another topic that possibly for an interest for another time. Do you think that this innovation is breeding this nostalgic culture that we have right now with the reboots of Will and Grace and Roseanne?
Absolutely.
And I mean, I could
And
talk
Queer Eye,
about
yeah.
that for
I do.
fucking
And Queer Eye.
hours.
Queer Eye,
And
yeah.
Queer Eye, yeah.
Which is great, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, not only that, but just like the state of movies nowadays. Ghostbusters, the reboot. I
Which
mean,
It was
Sucked.
dog shit.
yeah. I mean, Baywatch, the reboot. Like you
Was
name
great.
it.
Okay, honestly,
21 Jump Street, the
that-
reboot.
Fantastic.
Baywatch the reboot knew exactly what it was
Yeah.
and didn't take itself seriously at
That's
all.
why the Razzies created a new award for it. It was like movies that you hated so much you eventually started loving.
So I just thought
Because it's a shitty movie, but it's great at the same
Sam
time.
and I watched Baywatch and Central Intelligence in the same night because
Yeah.
we were just
On a rock bench?
On a rock bench,
Yeah.
yeah. But Baywatch, we both just looked at each other like that was way better than I thought it was going to
Yeah,
be. 'Cause
yeah,
I
you
thought
knew
it was
it
just
was
going to
gonna
be this
be, yeah.
corny ass thing like the old TV show, but it was like we know we're the old TV
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, they kind of made fun of it
Yeah,
themselves a
yeah,
little.
absolutely. It was very meta.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's. It feels like for some reason today's society needs 100,000 cc's of nostalgia for some reason for all the mediums
And
that
that just bothers me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
just-
weird.
I mean, I'm bothered more by that than I am by comics or action figures not holding their value.
Yeah,
Because Will and Grace Will and Grace had their series finale where their friendship split apart and then eventually they came back together because their kids were married.
Yeah.
They completely negated the series finale to bring the show back. So what was the point? You put 9 years of yourself into this TV show, got the series subpar season finale, though critics might have called it, and now everybody wants everything back. They're just gonna be like, well,
Fuller House is another one.
oh my
Yeah.
god, that show is terrible.
Shit like that. It's like they're bringing it back just to capitalize on the nostalgia.
Fuller House in the very first episode asked where Michelle was, and they said something about high-powered New York fashion guru, and then they all looked. They broke the fourth wall and looked at the camera, and I was just, I'm done. I'm out. That was it for me.
Yeah.
Because they knew
Thanks,
they
Netflix,
knew
thanks.
it wasn't a show anymore. They knew that we're just here to poke fun at ourselves.
This whole
and-
show is a wink.
and act like and we're a wink,
Yeah.
and that's all it was.
Well, I hope we can get back to the times of having those collectibles, having things that they become valuable later on, but we didn't just have them because we knew they were going to be valuable, like Bitcoin,
Yeah.
but because we loved them.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's what I hope we get back to. At
I can't
some
think
point.
of anything that we
But-
have nowadays like
but
that.
yeah, and everything's so mass produced. And that's what I was. You can just call the publisher and get a reprint of the first issue of
Yeah.
something. You couldn't do that back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. So
Also, kind of on the previous point, that's kind of a good thing. Like I get that it cheapens things, but now if you don't have one, then it's not some like holy grail quest to get to experience that medium, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand that
The
too.
accessibility of it, yeah.
And I guess that's not too bad, but it's also just like it all it means to me is that nothing's really all that special anymore. You can have the sentimental memories about something, or I remember where I was when I first saw Iron Man and thought that, like, oh my God, I want to be and that's what really got me into the whole thing. I read comics as a kid, but this was kind of like a jolt into that direction.
Yeah.
But we just don't have Superman issue 1. You know, we don't have those rare Beanie Babies anymore where there was a mistake at the factory.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really have that sort of. I'm going to say the word again, collectible.
The perfect imperfection.
Exactly. You don't read about that stuff anymore and think, oh my God, I want that.
Yeah. Or I could have had that.
Yeah. Or, oh my God, I saw that at the store. Why did I not buy that
How
one?
come I didn't get it?
Yeah.
Kindle number 1. Like,
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Kindle number 1.
Yeah.
They made him with the penis.
The anatomically correct
Yes.
one. Yes.
Yes, we were on the same.
I heard he had a fat dick.
Whoa.
Chodish.
I gotta piss out of this
Yeah,
giant
chodish.
dick.
It is a chodish. So that's just what I've been thinking about lately is where are we going from here? Will there ever be anything that special again?
I don't know. And
It's weird to think about though, right?
it is, yeah. It's almost as if the analog, like the human side of it is being stripped away.
Yeah,
You know?
almost.
'Cause,
Yeah.
We're
again,
gonna
It's
download
like
our consciousness soon.
Yeah.
demand is so great that, okay, we have to supply them with all these
Yeah.
imperfections, which don't make them imperfect. If they're doing it on purpose, it's not an imperfection.
it's just it's
like
part of
the
the
memes.
equation.
Yeah, it's just that's
just like the memes. Yeah.
oh God, fuck the memes. I think I kept my fuck the crazy one and fuck shut the duck up.
Yep.
All right, folks, and that's all we have for
Yeah,
you
I
today.
think that should be it because this has gone on for far too long.
Longest podcast ever, but it doesn't matter if you enjoy the content. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you got 2 podcasts for the price of 1, so
You
pay
actually, yeah,
us more money.
Pay us more money.
pay us all the money.
Give us your money.
Give us all your Bitcoin.
give us
all
one
your Bitcoin
We'll
and,
split that
and
shit.
your first
Oh.
issue of Superman.
Yeah, give us even one.
And
Bitcoin.
good
Humphrey
enough.
the Camel. I always wanted that one.
Well, thanks so much, Robbie, for coming back
Thank you guys.
for coming on the podcast for the first time.
And thank you guys for thank you for making it the second time. We've all gotten to sit down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check
one.
out So Close to Greatness.
Check out
was
So
great.
Close to
and
Greatness.
IDIOTSYNCRATIC.
And
Yeah. Do you have anything else to plug?
I am RobbieClark.com.
I am RobbieClark.com, where you can find my demo reel and some of the short films I've made. And I am Robbie Clark on YouTube, where I vlog on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah,
He's
so,
a vlogger and an actor.
so check out HeIsRobbieClark.com.
No, I am. No,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, you are. So check out HeIsRobbieClark.com.
No, you're confusing them on purpose.
Oh.
Wait, can you spell
Eat
it?
ya.
What?
I am Robbie, Robbie. You can put
Okay,
this down,
so
down here, right?
I
am.
am.
Robbie, CLARK.
So
Robbie Clark.
there's no A in am. It's just I am.
No,
I
guys.
Sure. Okay.
Whoa,
all right.
whoa,
All right.
whoa.
We'll have it right here. Bling.
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 Yeah,
There
I
it
finally got my name up in lights.
There we go.
It actually just says chode with an arrow.
Or chode-ish.
That's exactly what
arrow.
I'm doing. Good job.
Fuck both you guys. I love y'all so much.
So that's been another episode of Idiosyncratic. Big episode 19. The last episode before we're on 4 hands.
Oh my
But
god.
you're
We're
already
gonna
on
make it.
4 hands.
Robbie, this is my podcast.
But no,
You
okay,
let-
look.
I'm going
here's
to,
where you're wrong.
Uh-huh.
You got 10, 9. So you're on 4
8,
hands. So you
7,
have one more
6.
until you're on the 5th hand.
Yes, so go to youareRobbieClark.com
No, I-
to see all of him.
I'm done.
All of
I'm
him's
done.
face.
I'm done. I'm done.
So we had a voicemail from Brandon, but I'm not going to play the voicemail. I'm just going to read the transcription because it's pretty terrible. Again, as Google transcriptions are to
those
be.
are really bad.
They're very
I
bad.
know you think this is hilarious, but I don't find it amusing.
I love them. So it says, hey, comma, this is Brandon, first time caller, period, comma. I just wanted to sage future Brandon that now Brandon says, I hope you had a good show and some on-site. When I say now, I mean like now is in now, comma. For some reason, like it keeps doing that weird shit with the
It's
commas.
because I think there's a name or something that it's not getting in between that.
But usually it'll have like an
underscore,
like a
thing?
big line. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Comma.
Yeah, comma chameleon.
Don't do that.
But not now. But not now is when you listen to this. But I hope you had a good show, and I hope you didn't make everybody sad because they weren't trying to make anybody sad. Hey, that actually got it pretty well. Comma. And I hope they'll invite you back. Comma. But if not, then I mean. Period. There's always Tuesday. Again, anyway, comma. Thanks, Justyn, out for having me. I think he meant to say thanks, Justyn and Alex, but thank Justyn out for having me on. I appreciate it, and I would love to come on again if you'll have me. ... So that's all I got. So you guys shortly.
And it's actually Alex and Justyn. So
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah,
you guys keep confusing
You
that.
remember the order in which it goes in. But if you want to leave us a terrible transcription or a good voicemail, sometimes.
Yeah, man. Can we get a good voicemail?
Can
for
we
once?
get what?
If you want to tell them how happy you were that I was here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let us know how happy you were that he
That
is Robbie
Chodish
Clark.
was here.
That Chodish, yeah. That he is Robbie Clark was here, and that we had a good time. You want to leave one of these? You can do that at
1, 2, 3.
at 682-422-9458. You see it right here?
It's right here.
There it is, right there.
And if you want to leave us a voicemail,
that's where you do it. If you want to leave us an email, you can do it at
and also a voicemail.
at idiotsyncraticpodcast@gmail.com. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, share, retweet, revero, I guess. that's what you
Attach
call
a
it.
really
Vero.
shitty meme on the coattails of a social issue.
Oh my god, drop a
And-
minion meme.
Yeah, drop a minion meme.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, can we do that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and make a minion
It's
meme.
gonna make it. It's not hard.
Also, do us a good old fashioned mouth share to at least one friend.
Yeah.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, use your mouth to put us in someone else's ear. Do that. That's
Yeah.
what I want you to do.
Forcefully.
Yeah, Alex, where can you listen to us at?
I don't know. YouTube, audio.
iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
Tune in.
See, that's what
I
said.
wish we could get on Spotify, but they're a bunch of dickheads.
They're a bunch of
They're a
dickheads
bunch
when
of
it comes to
dickheads,
podcasts.
yeah. You can follow us and like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vero, which is
all
probably
the
dying
places.
off by now. All that shit. Just like us, follow us. Tell us how handsome we are. And Robbie, thanks again for coming on.
Thank you.
My
I had a
dear
great time.
Robert Wayne Clark IV.
Also,
stand up
I'm not
straight.
going to list every place that So Close to Greatness or I Am Robbie Clark is. That's all up there. I'm just going to text Justyn and he's
Shit.
going to put it up in post-production.
He's doing more work.
I'm making...
making me do more work.
Guys, it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for Thanks for having us have you.
Thanks for letting me have you have me.
Thanks for coming with us.